Good afternoon, my crazy people. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone is doing well on this Wednesday afternoon. I'm tired. But here we are. I made it on time. Woke up for it and everything. It's always helpful to wake up for your own live. Woohoo! Before I forget this time, again. Hey, Steven. I'm doing all right. Wes, it is not my fault. Brad. Hashtag Wes is a brat. Hey, Bobby. So I actually talked to Issa, John's widow, this morning. She texted me last night, told me there was a advisory out about our water. Anybody that has city water, it covers a lot of different states and I guess different parts of the county, Anderson County. They were doing the water testing, and apparently they knocked a bunch of the testing chemicals into the water supply. So we are under a boil water advisory for today. It's nice to know. I don't drink the water. It's already nasty enough. The chemicals could have only improved the smell and taste of the water, but I do give it to the dogs, the dog and the cats. So today they get bottled water. She also let me know that my water bill is $210. I was like, what the hell? And of course, my mother calls me as soon as I start my live. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Always refreshing. Sorry about that. So apparently I have a leak somewhere in the house, well, somewhere under the house, um, because my water bill should never even be close. No, Bobby, that would not. That was 2 months ago, and that issue should have already been gone. And my water bill wasn't even that high when the toilet was running constantly for a month and then had the flood. Um, my the water bill wasn't even that high when I had 4 people and a child living here. So yeah, there's obviously a problem. So I did put in a text to my landlord. He hasn't even seen it yet. So I don't know what his drug of the day is, but apparently he's ignoring his phone. So I will keep trying. I'll text him again tonight and tomorrow if I have to. Yeah, it's definitely a landlord issue. There's nothing leaking in the house. There's no water inside at all on the floors or anywhere. So it's definitely under the house or from the house to the meter. So, yep. And if the issue is on our side of the meter, which obviously it would have to be for the meter to be reading it that high, then it's the landlord's problem, but landlord has to fix it. I do not know Wes. I have not seen her. So, But Issa did say she'd help me out with the bill, which was shocking. She's like, I know that you're, struggling and there's no way you can pay that water bill. And there's not. I can't pay a $210 water bill. um, so she said she would help me out with part of the bill, which was very sweet of her. It's very odd, but very sweet. So, and I found out that my godson is now doing track and field. He's running, which is good because he was always a fast little shit. And now he's got something to focus all his energy into because that boy has got a lot of energy. And he's been coming in second, third, fourth in his races. I don't know, Bobby, but there's no reason they should guesstimate it that high. I mean, the first month that I had the water running that high, the bill was like $132. And then when it came, that was like 2 weeks before I had to pay the bill. And then when I went to pay it, it was 124. So they readjust it when they did the actual reading. But that is way high for guesstimating since my bill has never, we've been in this house for 6 years and the water bill has never been that high. So, yeah. So Talon's doing well in school and he's running his little heart out and having a blast. He's also doing some kind of special school on weekends. They have a different theme every month. Last month was robots, which I'm sure he had a blast doing. This month is some kind of engineering. And next month, she said it's science. Costs her $100 a month, but she's like, it gives me and Jeremiah a break on weekends. And I'm like, you deal with your child 2 days a week. Really? Because other than that, he's in school and then in an aftercare program. So thank you, TG. I hope so, too. Toilet water. So, yeah, keep him busy, keep him out of trouble. Oh, and Issa is now engaged. So, yeah, I don't know why she expected me to be thrilled about that, but she was very excited, and I didn't come all doom and gloom on her, but I don't know. John wasn't even dead a week, and she was all anxious to get a new man, so that whole situation irritates me. But as long as Talon is happy, it's really all I care about. But yeah, it is very sweet of her to help me pay that bill. Because I told her I might have to just pay part of it and then pay the rest of it. She goes, oh, the water company won't let you do that. Well, that's kind of bullshit because she's gotten behind on the water bill and they have never shut us off. But, I have paid the bills because the bills are still under Issa's name. She said she'd leave them on her name because I don't have money for a security deposit or anything to put them under mine. Yeah, Bobby, and she's one of them. So she left the bills under her name with the understanding that I would pay them in full every month, and I have. For over a year. They've been paid in full every month. And I told her, I was like, there's no way I can pay that. I was like, I'm just barely able to pay the bills in full and get the rent paid with the help that my son gives me. And like, there's just no way. So she's like, well, I'll help with the water bill. I'm like, oh, thank you. Not going to say no. You know what I mean? So it's kind of only fair considering she was collecting money from me every month to pay the guy who was mowing the lawn who wasn't charging to mow the lawn in the first place. She ended up jacking me for about $100. Why? I don't know, considering she makes 2-3 times as much money as I get a month, but that's whatever. So no, water pressure hasn't changed at all. And I can't tell if there's a wet spots outside. It could be under the house. It could be slowly. I don't know. But I'm not using $210 worth of water. That's for damn sure. Like I said, we had 4 adults and a child living in this house, and the water bill wasn't even close to that. So I have no idea. So I have to have him check it. Landlord will check it and let me know what's going on. And if someone is stealing water from the outside faucet, I mean, I can't see the faucet from the house, so there's no way I'd be able to stop them. But that's a hell of a lot of water to be stealing every month and hauling away, But there's no way, unless I have the landlord put some kind of locking system on it or take the little knobby thing off it, which all you need is a pair of pliers to use it anyway. But, yeah, I don't know. But, as soon as he contacts me back, I'll let him know and have him check it. And hopefully we can get it figured out, because that's just ridiculous. And the water pressure in this house has never been great anyway. Yeah, I don't hear any water running. The toilet kicks on every once in a while, like maybe twice a day for like 3 seconds, and then it shuts down. And so that wouldn't do it, because when it was running for an entire month and, I could hear it, and my bill was only 124. So there's some way it doubled, So I don't know. The faucet is on the opposite side of the house from my room. So if someone's stealing water from it, I'm not going to hear it. And I haven't heard any water. So I don't know. But, I mean, my only option is to have my landlord come and check the pipes, It's not like I can roll out of the house and go into the house and check it myself, or even get the wheelchair around the house. I can't even get back in the house if I get outside. So, not without help. And I don't have any. So, we'll get it figured out. I was going to say, I don't live in Falstaff. I don't know what that is. Autocorrect. Just, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. One thing after another, something that's always causing me stress. I did finally hear from my son. My son messaged me right out of the blue the other day, and I got all happy until I realized he was messaging me to let me know that he had packages coming to this house. And apparently he made some orders while he was out of his house, and he forgot what his address was, so he just had them sent here. So I was like, fine, I'll keep an eye out for them. And then he messaged me last night to let me know that he grabbed his the one package got delivered. He got notified of it, had his roommate bring him over here. He grabbed it off the porch, never even knocked, never came in, never said hello, never let me know he was here, nothing, just grabbed his package and left. So now he's just waiting for the phone that he bought. Yeah, that's getting delivered FedEx. It's supposed to be here today, but so far I haven't seen it. I'm like, nice of you to, pop in and say hello to your mother, but whatever. So, but at least I know he's still alive, because that's kind of in question every month. He never messaged me, just be like, hey mom, are you still alive? Thought I'd check in, say hi. I asked him how Rogue was doing, his dog Rogue. He said she's doing okay and behaving herself in apartment life, which is good. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. He said that they're going to be buying a house, because apparently the condo association wants them out of the condo because of Dodge. Dodge is Issa's dog. He's a lab pit mix. He's all black and white, and he kind of acts like Marmaduke. Like, he can't control his own ass. And he's just this big goofball, and he loves everybody, but he barks really loud. I mean, he's got that deep chest. He's got that resonating deep bark, and apparently people are accusing him of being part Rottweiler. I'm like, the dog does no way resembles a Rottweiler, not even close. And they're saying that he's barking at everybody and he attacks somebody. Dud has never attacked anyone in his life. I'm like, I don't even think he'd know how. And they're saying that if they don't get out of there in like a week, they're gonna have to pay $100 a week security. And I'm like, that's illegal. They can't do that. You've been living there for over a year. They can't all of a sudden fine you for having a dog that's been there for a year and all this. So they're gonna be moving out of the condo and into a house, which is better for both Dodge and Talon, my godson. So either way, it's fine, But yeah, she I don't know why she feels the need to like make up some things to give a reason for why they just buy a house because you don't want to live in a condo anymore. And the condo people did give her a hard time. She had the cops called on her because when she first moved in with Jeremiah, Dodge would howl when he got left alone because he had never been alone before. He always had Miha or a person with him. So he got separation anxiety and would howl and bug the hell out of everybody in the condo. So yeah, big dogs get a bad rap. That condo, I guess the condo place, the complex is filled with little dogs. And hey, Caroline. So, it's just say you want to move. You don't have to give me all kinds of reasons and make up stuff about people accusing him of being a Rottweiler, which she doesn't pronounce correctly, by the way. She says Rottweiler or something. I don't know. She says it wrong. But no one with eyes in their head is going to accuse that dog of being part Rottweiler. And he looks like Marmaduke, only with legs that are like an inch too short. It's kind of funny. Because there's something off about the way he looked. And I'm sitting there and I studied him one day and I'm like, why does he look not just a little bit not right? And I realized his legs were like an inch too short. Hey, Wes. Knives, a cowboy smiley, and a shark clown. Mountains, a flower, and a pill. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to translate that one because I have no idea. But yeah, so they're going to be moving, which hopefully they'll find a place with a decent yard for both the dog and for Talon. She tells me, well, you got upset the last time when I got married and, there was a big change and I didn't tell you and da-da-da. And I'm like sitting there going, yeah, the last time I was pissed off because John got married and didn't tell me and I was supposed to be his best friend. So it had nothing to do with her, but of course it has to do with her. No banana poop in my chat, Wes. I will boot you. Toilet water, behave yourself. So I don't know, but of course she associates it. Everything's about Issa, so she thought I'd get upset if she got engaged and she didn't tell me, which is fine. I mean, it irritated me when, she had been living with Jeremiah for a month and Talon started calling him daddy. I was like, what? But he is good with Talon, and Talon needs that kind of structure and focus in his life. He doesn't get it from his mom, so, So, but I'm glad that Talon is doing well, and still no mention of bringing him over to see me, but at least I know he's doing well. Yeah, Bobby, I'm 7 o'clock this morning. I get the news about my water bill. Well, I got the news when did she text me? Like 10:30, 11 o'clock last night. I didn't see the text until about 12:30 because I fell asleep around 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I woke up a little after 12. And then when I talked to her at 7, it was just like, every time I think I start getting even or, at least getting ahead a little bit, bam, it's annoying. But we'll deal with it. And she is helping with the bill, so I should still manage to get my part of the bill paid and the rent paid and all of that this month, so this coming month. I mean, it might not be a leak on the house. It might be a faulty meter. The meter might have gone bad or something. You know, it might be the water company's responsibility or something. I don't know. I haven't checked the meter too. If there's water all around the meter, then it's the meter. That's happened before when I lived out in the country. All of a sudden, we got a water bill of like $300. Now the water pressure in my house never changed, but the water bill was $300 after it had been like 30, between 33 and $35 for the 2 years we'd already lived there. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And the water company came out and checked it, and the meter had basically broken, and the whole meter was just spinning. So. But they shut our water off, and I was like, what the hell? Because it's a $300 bill. We couldn't pay it. So that water company shut us off, and I had to fight with them for a week to even have them come out and check it. And that's when they told me, well, if it's on the fault of the house side, then you're going to have to fix it. And we were buying our house at the time, so we would have had to pay for that, and we couldn't afford that either. So we were freaking out until they came out and checked it and said, oh, your meter went bad. And they're like, that's on us. And they took it off the bill and turned the water back on and changed the meter out. So that was good. But this time the landlord's responsible for it, or the water company is. One way or the other, it's not me. I don't own this house. I'm not responsible for the pipes. And when the temperature started dropping, I did turn my heat on. I turned the heat on to 70. So if the heat drops below 70, the heat kicks on. So it's not because of me the pipes froze or anything and broke, because it has gotten down to 30 to the 40s. But I can't deal with cold weather with my nerve pain and my back and arthritis and everything. I can't deal with it getting really cold in this house. So just craziness, crazy shit's always happening. I'm telling you, the fates like to play craps with my life. It's like, oh, look, things are going in a positive direction. Let's roll the dice, shall we? And wham! But we'll deal with it. Get all figured out. And I had problems with my neighbor going to get my cigarettes yesterday. God, what a mess. Also found out why it takes them so long to go to the store. We have 2 gas stations that are within 10 minutes. I mean, one is 2 minutes down the street, and the other one is like 10 minutes away. And it would take him 30 minutes to go to the store. And I'm like, he's got to be talking. Well, I found out he's going to a store that's about 20 minutes away. I don't know why, but the first time he put it through, he put my wrong PIN number in, because I gave him my card, my PayPal card. He put the wrong PIN number in, and then it was saying insufficient funds, and then the transaction wouldn't go through, and he came back with like $23 in cash. And I'm like, well, how did you get cash? And he goes, well, he just gave me the $20. I'm like, what the hell? But he didn't come back with cigarettes. I'm like, why didn't you just get as many packs as you could with the cash? And I came in, he left, he went back to the store to get me 5 packs of cigarettes instead of my carton. And I came in and I checked my card, and I still had $20 on it. And I was like, so he hadn't left yet. And I called out to him. I said, there's still $20 on my card. If you take my card and have the $23, you've got plenty for a carton. He goes, oh, the price of cigarettes went up. It's like $7 a pack now. I'm like, wow, that's a really huge jump in a week, And then he comes back with 5 packs of cigarettes and $3, which means that my cigarettes cost $20. So, yeah, they didn't go up to $7 a pack, and he could have got me a carton with $23. But he wouldn't take the card because he didn't want to mess with the card again. So I don't know what the hell they were doing at that store, but they screwed up. And so now I have to have him go to the store again in a few days. Day after tomorrow, probably. It's one thing after another. And of course, I got my lecture on how I should quit smoking, and that shit'll kill you. Meanwhile, he's drinking beer like it's going to be going out of style, or that, there won't be any more beer deliveries in the state, when his doctor told him he had to stop drinking because of the brain bleed he had. And his doctor told him to stop smoking weed. I don't know why. Because there's no real negative effects from smoking pot, but he told him to stop smoking weed, and Donnie's still smoking and he's still drinking. So I'm like, don't lecture me, you hypocrite. You know, the alcohol I can see because it thins your blood. And where he had to have surgery because he had an aneurysm and had a slow bleed on it, and he almost died. So the doctor told him no more booze, and he cut out the hard stuff. He doesn't drink the hard stuff anymore, but apparently he thinks beer doesn't count. So every time I ask Donnie if he can go to the store for me, he's like, I don't want to get them cigarettes for you. They're going to kill you. I'm like, yeah, drink another beer. Go to the store. And yes, he did tell me once, oh, I'll go as soon as I finish my beer. I'm like, drinking and driving. Yay. So, yeah, welcome to South Carolina, where you drink your lunch and have a nice day. So, that's, I don't know. This is my crazy life, you know? Okay, we can get off the poop thing now. Your aunt lives in Lugoff. I've never heard of it. I take it that's South Carolina. I've been from my town, which is right out about 45 minutes outside of Greenville, South Carolina. I've been from here to Florence, across the state. And I've been to Warren's because that's where the Walmart distribution center is here. And that's where we had our meeting for loss prevention. But other than just being in this area, I haven't really gone anywhere in South Carolina. Those car places the insurance places keep sending me emails and stuff in the mail. Well, Wes, now that you're here, thank you for covering me on Larry's yesterday during that whole neighbor debacle with my card. He drives me crazy sometimes. I don't know what they were doing with my card, but either the guy's machine wasn't working right or something, because I had $43 on my card. My cigarettes are $40 a carton, and they screwed it up. And like I said, he tried saying that my cigarettes went from $4 a pack to $7 a pack, but he took $23 in cash, went and got to the same place and got 5 packs of cigarettes. That doesn't equal the $7 a pack. He would have only been able to get me 2 packs if that was the case. So someone is lying somewhere, but I don't know. It said the 2 receipts he had, one said incorrect PIN, and then the other one was just transaction declined. And I got 2 notifications on my in my email that my PayPal cash transactions were declined. So I don't know. But he should have been able to get me a card, and he didn't. They screwed it up. So I'll have to go through the whole thing again in a couple days. I'm going to tell him just to go up to the gas station that's close by here instead of going, 25 minutes away or whatever. Because that's just craziness. But I do appreciate you covering for me, because I got to grab my neighbor when I hear him out there. Otherwise, I wait forever trying to have one of them come outside so I can yell across the street for them. It's bad timing. And Rhonda had said that she would be there at she said she'd be back around 2:20, 2:30, and she was missing. So I hope she's okay and everything, nothing bad happened, that she, got stuck somewhere or something. I didn't see her in Victoria's chat this morning either. So if you're lurking, I hope you're okay. A lot of craziness. I'm just glad I had cigarettes when I found out my water bill was $210. Man, I would have been stressed through the freaking roof if that was the case. But luckily, I did have some. So she had a car issues. She's okay. Oh, good. Well, not good that she had car issues, but I'm glad she's okay. And between me, you, and Kathy, we had it covered. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Hopefully, the car issues aren't too severe. I have car issues. My car issue is that I don't have one anymore, and I'm still bitter about that. So all these insurance places, Rhonda had car trouble. All these car insurance places emailing me and sending me junk mail. Get your quote. I'm like, fuck you. I don't have a car anymore, you assholes. Stop taunting me about it. Because the shitty made me sell it. Bastards. Oh. So I finally fell back to sleep about 10 o'clock this morning and woke up in time for my show. Yay! Although I did debate, when I woke up to the alarm, I was debating just hitting off, and then I was like, oh shit, I have a show, I can't do that. Whoops. I'm so tired though. Past couple of nights, I've fallen asleep at like 7 o'clock at night. I wake up at like 8:30, and then I can't sleep all night. And even if I go to sleep at like midnight, I wake up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm up. So I sleep better during the day than at night, and my whole sleep schedule is just completely foobar. Foobar. What was it? Sunday. I woke up. I had been asleep for about an hour and a half or so. I woke up with a horrible, horrible migraine, and I don't get bad headaches that often. But I did. I must have slept wrong or something. But I woke up with the worst headache, and I couldn't even function. I was like up for like 10, 15 minutes. My head lay back down. I ended up trying to sleep that away, and it did work. Finally, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I woke up again after waking up multiple times during the day. But I woke up again, and my headache was gone. So I was like, oh, thank God. Oh, she was in, yeah. See, I slept through Susanna's chat this morning. I'm glad she's okay. And my hat is on its way from Robin. Woohoo! My autographed hat. Yeah, Caroline, the problem with that is that even if I write down exactly what I want, and I don't know what kind of tobacco and tubes that smoke shop close to me has, my neighbor messes it up. So, because I have to write down exactly what I want, and he messes it up. So, yeah. It's like writing a grocery list for someone and them getting like all generic stuff or getting the wrong things. And I used to have to do that with Isa. I would not only have to say exactly what the product was, what the colors were on the packaging, and what the item was, but I'd have to put down where you find it in the store in order for Isa to get even close. And because there's some things, I mean, on a lot of things I can deal with generic. There are some things I cannot. Like even my mom screwed up and got the wrong cheese. She got me Walmart cheese. I cannot stand Great Value cheese. It just has no flavor to me. And I had told her that a long time ago. So when I told her that I needed cheese, I told her either Kraft or Sargento because it's shredded cheese. And she got me Walmart. So my burgers are not going to taste as good as they normally would. But I have to use it because she paid for it. And if she sees it unopened in the fridge, she's going to be like, well, I don't know why I spent money on it if you're not going to use it. And she doesn't use shredded cheese. So I can't just say, well, here, take it. I'll just have plain burgers. So, yeah. But I have to write or say detailed lists. And even like Issa would, if they didn't have it, she'd just make up her mind on what I wanted and she'd get it. So it took months for John and I to be like, look, call the house and ask what you want to sub with it. No, you didn't have burgers. You had vegetable patties. It's not a hamburger if there's no burger in it. If there's no beef in it, it's not a hamburger. You had veggie patties. You know, I always wondered how they got the word hamburger out of something that's made with cow and not pig. Doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? My son calls them moo burgers. He was like, we need to pick up moo burgers. I'm like, okay. So, but yeah, there are some things I can deal with generic, and I have no problem with it. But there are other things that has to be a name brand. You know, yeah, cow burger. I'd be sitting in my room, and all of a sudden he'd yell from the kitchen, "Hey, we're out of cow!" Like, okay, I'll put it on the list. So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else I don't like the generic. Milk I can deal with. I can deal with Walmart brand milk. I can deal with their butter, their breads. I can deal with, although Walmart bread, their like burger and hamburger buns go stale really quick. Their bread lasts for a good long time, but their buns and stuff go stale quickly. Um, Pasta I can deal with Great Value pasta brand. Just I don't eat bananas. Bananas are gross. Um, Maple syrup. My mom and I both finally remembered to grab me some maple syrup because my son left the pancake mix here, and the box is almost full. So I was like, "Ooh, I can make pancakes." I haven't had pancakes in forever. My son bought that, and I saw it on the table when he lived here, and I was like, "Ooh, pancakes." He goes, "Yeah, I figured I'd make them for dinner some night." I'm like, "Cool, I love pancakes." Well, he had gotten a big bottle of syrup, and yeah, um, I never got any pancakes, and the syrup was gone. But the box of pancake mix, it's like Aunt Jemima pancake mix, is still pretty full. So, but my mom and I kept forgetting to get syrup. So she finally remembered. We both remembered, and Aunt Jemima still on their bottle. It says Aunt Jemima, but the sticker that's on the bottle now doesn't have her picture or say Aunt Jemima. And I was like, this whole we don't want to be considered racist thing is going a little out of hand because that woman's face and name was on there to represent a historic, that her maple syrup recipe was awesome, and they're taking that away from her, and that's kind of insulting, you know. I don't know, but yeah. So, but I can't stand generic. I mean, I was spoiled. I grew up in New England, and my aunt lived in Vermont, and they actually tapped their own trees and made their own maple syrup. So, I've had actual right from the manufacturing process of home manufacturing maple syrup. I've had that, and it is amazing. So even Aunt Jemima and Mrs. Butterworth and things like that cannot compare to fresh actual maple syrup. But the generic maple syrups always taste like chemicals to me, so no. Um, so yeah, and my cheese can't be Walmart brand or whatever. But I have to deal with Walmart brand cheese. Yay. I don't have many pleasures in life. Cheese was kind of one of them, but not this month. It's all right. Banana cookies. Don't you mean banana biscuits? We're not having the biscuit cookie debate in my chat today. Speaking of which, where's Wendy? Yeah, I used to love bananas when I was a kid. When I was little, I used to eat bananas all the time. I think I had some kind of traumatic event. Like I got a banana that had those slimy spots on it, and it freaked me out because of the texture. And I can't even smell bananas now, and I feel, ugh, you know. And I walk through the produce section of Walmart. Well, at this point, I guess I'd be rolling through it. But when I used to go to Walmart, I'd go in the produce section. That's all I could smell was bananas. I couldn't spend much time in that area of the store because the smell was horrible. Yeah, cookies aren't cookies. Cookies are cookies. Biscuits are biscuits. And you guys got it wrong. Well, what you guys call biscuits are our cookies. So Wendy told me the only actual cookies are ones with chocolate chips in them. I'm like, what? I'm like, no. Oreos are cookies. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And our biscuits are like fluffy bread-like things that we have with a meal. Yeah, chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. I like my own chocolate chip cookies when I make them. I don't like crunchy chocolate chip cookies, so yeah, they're biscuits. Nope. Not in America, they're not. So I don't know how long the live will go on today, because well, there's only 9 people, and I don't really have anything to rant about except my outrageous water bill at this point. There's no ranting. I don't have anybody that I'm mad at or disgusted with at this point. So, kind of weird. I'm on a slow streak with ranting. You always want more food, TG. I swear, you and Wendy have so much in common. You're always hungry. I haven't actually eaten yet today. I was too tired. I put the dog out and I gave her food, and I was just like, nope. And I came back in here and crashed out. There's a shortage of Marie Callender pot pies, man. I don't know what the hell's going on, but my mother was like, they don't have any chicken. When she was at the store, she called me. I was like, do they have the mushroom ones? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, get those. I can deal with the chicken mushroom pot pies, Marie Callender. But yeah, even the late night show, talk show, Stephen Colbert mentioned that because of shipping issues or something, there's shortages on things, including like wine or something. I'm like, damn. You are not angels. Neither one of you is an angel. Stop that shit. Thieving will not be tolerated. Toilet water. So, Marie Callender's are actually one of the only pot pies that I can eat and I don't have a problem with. We used to have one in Massachusetts, and it came in like a rectangular pan. It was supposed to be a family meal, so it was fine for me and the kids. If there was another adult in the house, so forget it. I need to get two. And I can't remember what they were called, but they had them in a red box and a yellow box. The red ones, you could end up with dark meat or white meat, and the yellow box was all white meat chicken. And they were like $3 or $4 a piece at the time. And they were so good. And I made my own chicken pot pie. I can't do that now because I can't use my oven. It's awkward to use the oven. in the wheelchair. But yeah, they were really good. But usually there's too much of a celery taste, and I can't stand celery. So Marie Callender's has a little bit of celery in it, but it's really really soft, and there's not a strong celery taste, so I can deal with that. I like them. Um, oh, we did get the fryer out of the house. No, it wasn't Banquet. I don't like Banquet pot pies that much. I mean, I've eaten them, but I don't really like them all that much. Mm-mm. No, TG. Um, I can't remember. I mean, it's been 21 years since I've been in Massachusetts, so I can't remember what the name of them were. They don't have them here though, and I was really upset. Hi, Kevin. Um, we did get the fryer, the deep fryer. What liar? Liar what? Be more specific, Kevin. Um, my mom was able to get most of the oil out of that nasty ass fryer that we had in the house, and then she used the rollator walker to take the whole thing down to the trash can and throw it away. So that and the two rickety ass little side tables, not end tables, like TV tray tables are gone now. So I have a little more space in my kitchen to move around. And that nasty ass. Now I got to wash that damn window that was behind the fryer because my son never washed it. I'm not wearing any. Who's a liar? About what? You have to be more specific, Kevin. Was it Mrs. Buds? It might have been Mrs. Buds. Yes, it was Mrs. Bud's chicken pot pies. Damn. I'm impressed with my own memory. Yeah. They had the small ones, they had the big rectangular family size ones. But yeah. Nope, it was Mrs. Bud's. Swanson pot pies are okay. I can deal with those at a pinch, but the Marie Callender ones, aside from the Mrs. Bud's pies, which didn't have any celery chunks in it at all, which was the selling point for me at the time, Mrs. Bud's, not having the celery chunks in it was epic. And then Marie Callender, which at this point, when I need something quick to eat, I'm not going to quibble over little bits of celery in it. But I don't like the taste of celery at all. Again, I don't know why, because I used to eat celery at our like holiday meals and stuff. My mom would put cream cheese in the celery, and I used to eat that like crazy. So I don't know, maybe I overate it some holiday and haven't been able to look at it since. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I don't like it anymore. I wish they had Mrs. Bud's Popeyes here because they were really, really good. I had to do a lot of experimenting with when I made my own chicken pot pies, because if you don't get that sauce that's in them right, it doesn't taste right. So cream of chicken soup works well. I think I ended up using a combination of cream of chicken soup and cream of mushroom soup. Or it might have just been the cream of chicken soup with the seeds seasoning in it. Yeah, the sauce that's in the chicken pot pies. Chummo. Hey, Roy. My favorite hyper monkey. So, yeah. But I mean, other than getting the filling right, it's pretty easy. I mean, I used to there were the one time I used the biscuits on top, like the refrigerated biscuits, and I just set them on top and made it that way, and that wasn't too bad. But the topping crust was really thick, and the next time I think I just made the dough and just kind of spread it over the top, so it was a little thinner. But they came out good. Even my son liked them, so. I miss actually cooking. Although now that that fryer's out of there, I can. We have one small section in the kitchen. Yeah, biscuit this. Yep. One small section in the kitchen to clear up, and then I'll be able to move the dresser. We have a low dresser in there that John's grandfather built. Can move that over a little bit more, and my crock pot and my rice cooker are going on that because I can reach it easier. It's like it actually originally was the top part of a dresser. Like the dresser came in two sections. His grandfather built it. We only have the top part. But yeah, I can put my stuff on that and reach that and use the kitchen table as a prep area, and I'll be able to cook on that stuff. So, the kitchen is getting there. It's definitely getting there. Slowly but surely. Don't call me Shirley. Oh, Kevin, I'm still not over the $210 water bill. I'm not. I wish my landlord would get back to me. The text has been delivered but hasn't been read yet, so texting him again isn't going to do me any good. There could be potential more damage happening to his house too. That's just why as soon as I hear that, as soon as I think there's a problem with something, I let him know. That way he's not being like, you could damage my house. I'm not trying to damage the house. I live here, but. Other people have damaged the house, which pissed me off to no end. But I have not. So I heard you were on Susanna's show this morning, Kevin. I missed it. I had to get some sleep, but I saw her. I saw her thumbnail that said you were on there with Robin and Rhonda. Was it Robin and Rhonda? Yeah. And was T on there? Yeah. Rhonda, Robin, Saga, and Hemlock Lady. So I hope that was fun. I'll try and watch it later, but I don't like rewatching live shows because I want to keep making comments and I can't. I'm not hiding Kathy. I haven't even seen Kathy today. I am not hiding Kathy, Wes. Well, I'm glad you had fun. I had fun when I was on her Not My Circus, Not My Monkey show when we were talking about the witches and stuff. That was fun. Until you showed up and hijacked the whole thing. I'm kidding. It was still fun even after you hijacked it. But yeah, it was interesting. I like it when people ask questions and don't just sit there with running with assumptions and stigmas that have been stuck on different things. I like it when people are actually curious and actually ask. Closed-minded people bother me. And it's almost my holiday. 11 more days till my favorite holiday. I gotta make some new thumbnails with some witchy stuff on it. I think I have an image saved of the Tattered Teddies trick-or-treating or something. I gotta use that. Came up with something cute. I should have been doing it all month, but my hands hurt, and making thumbnails, actually having to manipulate all that and move stuff around, it hurts my hands. So I've been lazy and just using old ones. I'm getting email notifications for seniors in Pennsylvania. Yeah, thanks. You're accurate. Now I know they're not tracking my ass. So, yeah, my mom called me when I started my show. She called me to let me know that my oldest daughter had gotten in touch with the water company, and apparently it's only the boil water advisory is only effective for people that are using Electric City Water and anybody they're affiliated with. My mom has water through a different water company. So my mom's not affected, which is good. I am. But so the animals are getting bottled water today, because going back and forth to boil water, cool it off, then give it to the animals, transferring it and all that crap, I can't deal with that. So the dog and the cats have been getting bottled water today, because the testing people poisoned our water. Yay! And according to the water company, Star, Iva, and a few other towns are affected too, not just my town. So yeah, they're trying to kill us. But anybody who's smart or has taste buds at all doesn't drink the tap water anyway. Not unless you add Kool-Aid to it or something, because the water's nasty. It smells horrible. It tastes even worse. Ugh. Oh, you guys are talkative today. Slow down, I can't keep up with the chat. Kevin, pick a topic. I've already talked about the fact that I probably have a leak in the pipe plumbing somewhere under the house. It's either that or someone is stealing massive amounts of water from my house. Yeah, boobies. Yeah, so. And we covered food, so, that's been done. Apparently it's nice out today. The neighbors got some music blasting, which means they're all hanging out outside. We're just gonna have a very long, awkward pause and silence and shit like that here, because I really don't have anything to ramble on about. Well, I do, but and Cody's chat is dead today. Thanks, people. Gotta give me something to work with here. Boop. Hey, Kevin.
Why don't you work with this?
Because that is somebody else's toy to play with, Kevin.
I'm sitting here working in my toy department, getting turned on by plushies. What is that? It is actually probably the nicest day since I've been living in North Carolina. Yeah, it's the nicest day since I've been living in South Carolina today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We do have nice days where it's low humidity and you can actually breathe and don't have to.
Well, here's the funny thing: the humidity's not low today.
No.
That's the weird thing, but it's so cool. I got one outside this morning, 8 o'clock, to smoke a cigarette, one that had writing on it, and just want to clarify that I didn't wake and bake till I had my cake. Your name was Jake. You are a snake. Boobity boobity boobity. Hey, Wes, you want to buy some Tiffany? Where's Wes? He's a
He's
whore.
he's lurking around in there somewhere.
He's a whore.
He keeps accusing me of hiding Kathy, and I have nothing to do with Kathy not being here.
Um,
Hi, Rhonda.
I gotta try so hard not to start singing when you say that.
I know,
Give me ass kicked. Special effects.
but she gets really mad if you sing that song.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. Whoa. Did I even? I don't even know. I don't even know it's listed. I don't even know who I am.
Donna had an amazing sale the other day,
Who?
yesterday. Donna Diamonds.
Donna's Diamonds does auctions?
No, well, she sells on eBay, I think.
Oh.
She sells on one of those platforms. But she had Murano glass, and she had them listed for like $300 a piece, and someone bought like all 6 of them. Yeah, that's huge. I was like, holy crap.
That is fantastic for her.
Hmm. Yeah, she definitely caught a collector's eye. So I was so happy for her. Rhonda escaped from Susanna. I wish it was thundering and raining here. I love thunder and rain.
I seen fire and I seen rain. That Wesley Robinson's a friggin' pain.
Everybody was fighting
Yeah.
over buying me a shirt in Victoria's auction last night. She had this really cute sleeveless shirt that is actually in my size, and it even has a little hood on it.
Why, you shirtless?
No, well, sometimes.
Oh.
Not currently, but yeah, sometimes.
We should all just become depraved and start doing weird shit.
And I was like, oh, that's really cute, and it would fit me, and damn, I'm broke, and I was not hinting at anybody to buy it, and like 5 people piped up and was like, oh, I'll take it, send it to Kodi, and I'm like, whoa, what? And Donna was so funny. She's like, I just made $1,700 in sales. Just bill me for it.
Guns and hoses.
Yeah, the guns and Victoria.
Fingers and hoses.
Did you see Victoria's auction yesterday, Kevin?
No.
Well, she was all excited because she had a Guns N' Roses shirt, and she holds it up. That was the last item she was selling. It was not a single stitch or anything, but she was all excited, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it. And I'm like, that says Guns and Hoses, not Guns and Roses. And people were like, holy crap, it does say that. And they're like, good eye, Kodi. And she looked at it closer, and it did, because it was apparently a charity boxing event between police officers and firemen. And they used the Guns N' Roses font and all that, and it looked like a concert shirt as a spoof on the Guns N' Roses because it was Guns and Hoses. Oh my God, so funny. So yeah, Larry ended up buying it. Him and Roy were fighting over it.
That'll happen to absolutely nobody other than Victoria.
Yeah. And the thing is, she's had the shirt for a few months because she started a thrift store and snapped it up thinking it was Guns N' Roses. Because, I mean, the H for hoses was, if you look at it real quick, it did look like roses. But I'm sitting there and I looked at it and I froze the video and I'm like, that is not roses. I'm like, that's hoses.
Wow.
Yeah, it was funny. It was so funny.
That's a little strong, douche.
Yeah, wow. Victoria's not a douche. Although TG is in the UK, so douche might mean something different because douche here means douchebag. So you don't want to call Victoria a douchebag. She's not.
Douchebag, something every guy does not want to find in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Or in an auction.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it.
You did.
Now I said it. Wes, how's that watch doing?
How'd Lori do with her auction? I popped in there for like the last 20 minutes or so of it, but
nah.
yeah.
Wasn't the right night.
Yeah.
What am I looking to look up here? Hold on a second.
Well, if she keeps up with it, people will get more used to her being back, and she'll get the audience again.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Because Lori's so sweet, and she had some nice pieces.
Yeah, without a doubt. Am I an eBay prison again?
I don't know, are you? Right, Rhonda? Plenty of douchebags, but she spelled wrong in YouTube. Victoria's not one of them.
We
Exactly.
still got room for more. Calling all douchebags. Calling all douchebags. Come to Kevin's Live on at business. Whatever day that is. Okay, I did list this. Oh, you mother pizza. Well, just come out and say motherfucker in your chat.
I know. I don't know, but that was funny.
Your mother's pizza sucks, all right?
There's an Italian insult for you.
You Italians think you got the market corner on the pizza. I don't think so.
No, TG. Victoria might be an angel, but you are not even close. Victoria might be an angel. Kathy is definitely an angel. TG is not.
I got a pure white unicorn with a silver unicorn thing on its head.
That would be a unicorn horn?
It's so... Oh, I thought it was a horse penis. Anyway.
Not on its head.
Where did this lamb go I just had? I swear these plushes, like, they move and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not believing anybody tells me that they don't.
I love unicorns.
I think they come alive at night. Oh, this is a big-ass plushie mofo. Beautiful. I got a 24K Polar Puff, 1996 sheep.
Nice.
Lamb plush. I put it on eBay for $19. I've had 177 people look at it. Nobody want to buy it.
Yeah.
It counts at $34. I don't know what they're looking for.
It might sell around Easter time.
Lamb of God.
Because like lambs and duckies and bunnies and all that, they sell really good at Easter.
Take away the sins of the world. Have mercy on us.
You rode a cowboy this morning? Well, yeehaw.
Who did?
TG. Said she rode a cowboy this morning.
Who's Scarlett? Who's on the talent?
Yeah.
I think today's the day Scarlett pops a cherry and comes on the panel.
People were complimenting Victoria on her Spanish accent this morning. They're like, "Roy, Victoria, you've got the accents down perfect." I'm like, y'all need hearing aids. Because no, I love that she tries and she has fun with it, but no. Although she did say some things in Italian one day that her accent was dead on. And I was impressed. I was like, okay, so just stick to the Italian accent and you'll be fine.
Come on, anybody could say boogada, boogada, boogada.
No, I mean in real actual words that were in Italian.
Oh.
Her pronunciation was perfect.
Oh.
But like she was trying to say Spanish words today and it was not happening.
No.
No.
I don't know how Chris and Joy and all these people sell plush actually sell anything. I don't know how to do it. There's got to be a secret that I don't know.
Well, I mean, even Lori sold her plush. Because I was there for that, and that poo was rocking. I loved that vintage poo.
That poo I had online that had 577 views. We got down to we call that poo the asshole of the house. Mm-hmm. No one would ever buy it, no matter how cheap I made it. So I said, dude, I go, listen, you give it this fucking dual outro, and Monken's probably going to buy them. And I said, just put it all together. Get rid of all this Tigger and this poo. That poo is a $50 piece.
Yeah.
Sometimes things just got to go.
Yeah.
I didn't pay anything for it. I didn't want to sell it, but what enjoyment am I going to get out of it?
Right.
I'm not. Let a vintage plush person enjoy it.
I agree.
Because I'm not allowed to have any enjoyment. Or else
there's
hell to pay. Oh, God.
You have an enjoyment. Her name is Lori, and she makes awesome deviled eggs.
Yeah, we just whacked out another dozen 2 days ago. So we actually spread it over 3 days, thinking like, well, if we don't even one day, the cholesterol won't be that bad. It doesn't matter. It's 3 days. Maybe a dozen fucking eggs.
Nice.
Okay. So these two guys are listed. Boyd's Bailey Spring 2004, $24.
People do seem to do really well with their plush on auctions. I don't know why they do better with auctions than listing, but it seems every time someone brings up a plush lot, it sells.
Oh, because you get it for a dirt cheap.
Well, yeah, that too.
I mean, heck, we found we got stuff from Malacca not too long ago, but pretty long ago that we had plush in a box and I would checked it and found 3 of them from 1940 rabbits.
Wow.
That I think have mohair on. I forget that are $100 and something each online. I'm like, these are just sitting here. Like, I'm the world's biggest idiot. They look like crappy fucking bunnies. Well, who's the crappy bunny now?
Yeah. Rhonda said she's still doubled eggless.
Well, we need information from Rhonda. I actually got asked about Rhonda today. We're gonna send Rhonda the double egged, completely organic eggs that I get from one of my son's jobs that come all double egged eggs, and they're twice the size of a jumbo egg.
Wow.
You're gonna eat 2 of those double eggs. That's gonna fill you for half a day.
So you had said before that Hudson wasn't living with you anymore?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
He didn't go anywhere. I've been going back and forth.
Oh, okay. But he's okay? Hudson's all right?
Hudson's fine now. Where the fuck is this?
Good. You know I worry about people's babies.
Kitty. Hudson's very mad. When I went to see Hudson last week, Hudson was pissed off. He was pissed.
It's amazing how they
like who? Oh, look who's here, the asshole. I'm gonna go inside. Tell me when the asshole leaves. I heard him say it. Tell me when the asshole leaves. I'm like, wow, that's fucked up.
Whenever I would be anywhere and I'd touch another dog or love on another dog, I'd come home and Simi would give me a head to toe inspection and then turn around and walk away. Like, you traitor, and then walk away. It's amazing how fast they get mad at you and you can actually see them pouting. Rhonda said, nice try, Kevin. She filled out the form, so you have her information.
No, I don't.
Well, if she filled out the form, you do.
No, I don't.
Wes. Maybe Lori has it.
Probably. I need a shipping address. I don't know if that's on the form.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I don't know. I wasn't going to be able to bid, so I did not fill out the form. Rhonda said she was the first person to fill it out.
Well, she probably used an iPhone, which is probably why I didn't get it. I don't use crap electronics like the other people do.
Rhonda said she's the one who made the form.
Yeah, but why did she put it through that Apple thing? I couldn't even download it. Lori had to do it on her phone. Meanwhile, I went to everybody else's auction. You click on the link, and there's your form. It comes right up. I don't understand how that works. That's above my brain, which Rhonda knows I have zero patience.
Verizon is trying to scam my mom into getting an iPhone.
I have zero patience and zero. Actually, I probably have zero patience to almost to the apex of immaturity when it comes to doing shit on the computer. Lori, on the other hand, Jesus Lord, she's
that was John too. John would have his laptop sitting in front of him because he's checking his Facebook and talking to family on Facebook. And I'd be in my room and he'd be like, hey, Bear, look something up for me. I'm like, you're sitting with your laptop open in front of you. Why are you having me look it up? Because you're better at it than me. I'm like, oh my God, you're so computer retarded.
I got a pocket full of moonshine.
So now y'all know why it's habit for me to look things up.
Ribbit. Habit.
For years, I was doing it for John.
She's out of the market, probably doing severe damage.
I'm glad she's back in the YouTube world. I'm glad because I missed her.
I'm sure she missed quite a few people. I know there's a lot of people she didn't miss. Let's just be honest if we're going to be all honesty.
Well, of course, there's people on YouTube now that annoy the crap out of me that I wish I could bitch at, but
Bird. What's going on in this? I better poke my eye here before I'm just taking shots at me.
Careful, she's got good aim. But yeah, Verizon is trying to con my mom into getting an iPhone, and now they're even rewording it and telling her she needs a smartphone because the flip phones, they only have one kind of flip phone, and that's what kind she wanted. And they were like, well, you can upgrade to a smartphone. The first place tried to sell her an iPhone, and she's like, well, how much are those? And as soon as they said $500 and up, she went, oh no. So then the other store she went to, they're like, well, we can upgrade you to a smartphone. And they were telling her that it would cost her $6 a month for the phone itself, but her bill would go up by $30 a month. And I'm like, why would your bill go up $30 a month if you're paying $6 a month for the phone and then your regular monthly service? She goes, well, with a different phone, you have more expensive service. I'm like, no, that's not how that works. I'm like, they're stealing money from you somewhere. They got their hand in your pocket, and she wouldn't listen to me, so she's going to end up getting ripped off.
Jesus Christ, that's not good. Why do I have a Daisy Duck that ain't listed sitting here?
I don't know. List it.
I got 1,000 fucking 8-track cassettes. I wish I could find someone to buy them all.
Wow. That's a lot of 8-tracks.
Well, I'm exaggerating. It's 102.
So
but when you got to take a room in the garage, it looks like 1,000.
Right.
Then when I knock the boxes over and they go all over the floor and I just kick them to the side, it looks like 1,000.
Look, it's hockey. There's got to be a niche somewhere that somebody collects those.
Nobody wants to give me any information about anybody in the YouTube world. I would sell all of every one of the topical items that I have too. If anybody wanted it, I would just sell it to them.
The what items?
Like black bubble. Like if you have a whole bunch of baseball mitts, if you have a whole bunch of
yeah.
I got more brass coming out of my head than I do out of my brass. I think these elegant owl motif single wall sconce is going to find a home somewhere else.
Gee, I know a couple of people that like owls.
Who? You took the bait. I'm 7 years old today.
Just today, huh?
Yeah.
Well, Rhonda likes owls. So does Willow. Willow loves owls too.
Shit, Rhonda scolded me there. Look at this shit. I have 4 of those calls already today, Wes. It's ridiculous. One from North Carolina, one from New York, one from Texas, and one from Indiana. I don't know why I'm so popular. It's a struggle. The struggle's real.
Well, I heard you were a pretty big deal.
No more, ain't.
No, I think you're a big deal.
I've been told I'm not. I might not be a deal at all.
Oh, please.
Anymore.
Sure you are.
Nobody wants to buy license plates either. I've got like fucking vintage 82, 76, 89, vintage clean fucking plush. What does everybody think they're going to buy for $1? They're out of their minds.
There's a guy in Canada that buys license plates. He actually looks for them when he goes to different thrift stores.
I would just go to a fucking vacation resort and steal them all and be done with it in one shot.
Have you ever seen Curiosity Incorporated?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, Alex. I've seen videos where they go thrifting, and he gets so excited when he finds a stack of license plates. He's like a little kid with candy. He's like, "Oh, license plates, yay!"
That dude. Honestly and realistically, could be a professional singer if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, he's very good. His voice is awesome. I wouldn't mind hearing a duet with him and Victoria.
Well, I don't think he wants to sing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah, Victoria does sing other things.
I only hear "Happy Birthday."
And don't ask her to sing a song she doesn't know because she sings the tune wrong. Like the other day with someone mentioned the Rod Stewart song, and the tune was totally off. I'm like, no, go listen to the song.
Well, please tell me it's not If You Think I'm Sexy.
No.
Because I have copyright on that.
It was Wake Up Susan, Wake Up Susie.
That's the Everly Brothers, isn't it?
No, it's Rod Stewart.
Wake up, little Susie, wake up. That song?
No.
All right, so there's another Susie that had to wake up.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's from the 70s.
A lot.
Apparently, if it's from the 70s, Susie was stoned.
Mm.
Who's riding a dishwasher? Can't really sit on
TG,
top of a dishwasher.
TG apparently.
Wes is very fresh.
He is. He's been fresh. You're supposed to ride the washing machine, not the dishwasher.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You off balance the washer just a little bit.
Really? What's that do for you? Oh, never mind.
Then it's like riding a Harley, baby.
Oh, what? It's going to fall apart after 10 miles? Is that it?
Yeah. Things you need when you're riding a Harley: a helmet, gloves, leather jacket, and a wrench.
And 6 magnetos up front.
Wesley!
Is he making penis jokes now?
No, he said, Scarlett, did you know bear is tasty? Well, yes, I have had compliments, but not in the way you mean it. He was talking about how he ate
Who
bear.
the fuck eats bear? What's the point in doing that?
Bears are apex predators. You don't eat predators. It's not like you're going to go.
They don't bother nobody.
No, they don't.
Oh, I mean, listen, if you want to be bothered, they're more than game to say, all right, you know what? I'm just going to smack the shit out of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's game over.
Yeah.
It takes a tough man to run around with a shotgun to kill a harmless bear.
I agree.
Fucking hunters. Don't understand it.
Leave bears alone.
Come on, that ain't gonna rile Wes up, damn it. I don't have it no more.
I don't care if Wes lives in Colorado. Leave the bears alone.
Colorado, I wouldn't be able to breathe in that state. Isn't that whole state, or is it just Denver that's like way, 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 way above the water level?
Yeah, it's more like everybody in Colorado's stoned now.
They do skiing in Colorado, right? They have regular
Yes.
cities. They got regular cities, though.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you're thinking of Vail, I think. Vail, Colorado.
Oh, excuse me. I think I'm just going to buy the $1,000 outfit and not ski.
Yes.
People
I must look posh while standing in the ski lodge.
Dude, I didn't do these two freaky little animals either. Who are you?
Haha, Wes.
Who is this? Sesame Street. What's your name? What's your name? What is your name?
Yeah, it's way above sea level. Colorado's very high up there.
She looks like a little purple fairy.
Okay.
From Sesame Street. She got little like fly wings on her.
Huh.
And her hair is purple. It says Disney. C2226. Hasbro and oh no, I'm sorry, not Disney. Sesame Street. Sesame Street and Hasbro. That's very interesting. And this one here. Oh, how cute is this? Oh my God, what's happening to me? How cute is this plush? Just one you.
Rhonda said that's Abby.
If I look this up and she's right, this is going to be some scary shit right there. Okay, I gave a horrible description of it. Abby, is it you? We'll see about this. Son of a bitch.
Yep. Abby Cadabby.
It's Abby. Shut up,
Yep.
brother. I could hear her grinning.
She made her debut in 2006.
It's exactly a year of this. There's Abby. Abby.
Never argue with Rhonda.
I didn't argue with her. I said, I'll just give a shitty description. She'll find it, as usual.
Yep. Abby Cadabby.
This ain't even worth reselling. $10? I don't have the time for this.
Have Lori put it up at auction in a plush lot.
I already threw her across the room and got it right in the box.
2 points.
That didn't sound right.
Mm.
I got her right in the box.
Poor Abby. That shit hurts.
Okay. Maybe I should just throw this in too then. I got 200 freaking lots. I'm sorry. We have 200 lots. Getting nervous. She's at the supermarket unsupervised. That's not good.
Yeah, we used to get nervous when Issa would go to the store, but it was because she'd screw everything up and get the wrong things.
I thought I was bad. I ain't seen nothing like this. She's gonna get mad. Know what my nickname for her is? I call her $100. She goes, why? Because every time you walk out the door, it's cost $100.
Yeah, but does she make good things with everything she buys?
Oh, she's a good shopper. I'm not gonna be dumb enough to say she's not.
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed all the things I needed though.
Well, see, you learn new things all the time.
I had no idea I needed all these things.
Yep. Well, now you know, and it makes her happy. So,
Oh, she does make her happy.
And as long as you're eating right and eating well and it's tasty, then,
Oh, not just food. Any store she goes to.
Oh, okay.
She went to get a couple of stationery supplies we needed at Walmart.
Oh, boy.
$97 later. Apparently, I needed towels and everything else that was not in the stationery department on sale.
Well, yeah. Well, while she's there.
She is 100% a while she's that person. But I got to tell you, every time you look to get something, it's here.
Yeah.
I was never.
She's got you covered, see?
It's here.
Yep.
Always here. You don't have this around here, do you? Yeah, it's right there in the third row. I'm like, why? Why do you have a brand new whiteout in the package, ready to open?
Because she knew you would need it eventually.
She goes, when you buy something, why buy one, buy two? I was like, well, listen, if it comes to the time to get a car, you buy fucking one. Get two so you have it.
But what's funny is that whenever my dad usually got a new car first, and he'd get a new car, and then like a month later, my mom would have a new car. I'm like, okay. And they never ever did payments or leases or any of that. They would buy a car outright, and it was always new. I'm like, must have been nice. And then my mom would be like, well, why'd you have to buy a car that looks like that? How come you couldn't get? Because I don't have your bank account, Mom. That's why. I get $300 to spend on a car. This is what you get. That's why I was really happy when I found my Jeep Laredo in such good condition for $2,000. He actually had a price on it of $2,200, and I told him, I said, I got $2,000 in my pocket, and he said, I'll take it. And I was like, that I figured. And I got to drive it for a month, and that was it. And then I had to get rid of it because of the city codes. So I'm still bitter. Okay, Gigi, don't fall in. But at least it's easier for my neighbor to mow the lawn now. There's not 2 vehicles sitting in the side yard to get in his way.
This is fucking vintage. Seriously, it's such an overused word.
Yeah. Now we just
at this point in life, my T-shirts are fucking vintage.
Now we just have to find the water leak, and we'll be all set.
Well, let me ask you a question. Have you moved your refrigerator recently?
Nope. I can't move my refrigerator. Why would my refrigerator cause a water leak?
Because if you got one in that can have ice and water hooked up to it, and it never was, all they have is a tip on the hose on the back of it, and it goes underneath the trailers.
Yeah,
in South Carolina. That's either that or it's plastic and something chewed through the plastic.
Yeah, my fridge doesn't have that option. The old fridge didn't either, so I don't know. If the landlord would ever get back to me, I don't know what drug he's doing today, but it must be a good one because he hasn't even checked his messages.
Oh, he's doing what's the one he always cries that he does? He's doing Funzalo.
Yeah, normally he used to just smoke weed. Now apparently he's branching out. The one day I mentioned that he was in a bad mood. He goes, "Oh yeah, I was on Adderall that day." I'm like, oh, nice.
Adderall puts you in a bad mood?
And apparently it puts him in a bad mood.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the hyper and ADHD medications tend to boost other medications. So do depressants. So if you're taking something and then you take like a hyperactive medication or like a Xanax or something, it extends and enhances the drug of choice. So I don't know.
We'll put
It was
those and all together, like you said.
yeah. It's I don't know. Someone told me he was doing lines too, that he was doing coke too. So, which would be a shame because he's, I mean, built. I mean, he lifts weights. He's in really good shape. And if he starts doing hard drugs, man, that he's going to lose all his muscle mass. He's going to look crappy. But hopefully, he just sticks to weed and stops with all the stupid shit.
This is made for the park itself. How old are you? Talk to me, Daisy. Daisy, you're a little bit kind of gray looking. I think Daisy needs a bath.
But yeah, I agree that vintage is sometimes overused because people think that just because it's vintage, it's worth a lot, and that's not always the case.
Oh,
You know, just because
of
something's
course.
old, just
Look,
because
it's vintage.
yeah,
Okay.
just because something's old doesn't mean that it has a high dollar value. You know,
It's very. It's not off. Oh, wait a minute. Does she have singing stuff?
hell, just because something's antique doesn't mean it's worth a fortune.
Well, fudge. Look at my studio full of beautiful prizes. Abby, Cad, Bad Dabby. Ba, 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 ba.
Yeah, what Rhonda said, Adderall for people that don't have ADD is like cocaine. They call it the soccer mom's cocaine.
Oh, it's for
Yep.
people that don't have ADD.
Yep,
I thought Adderall was for people that do.
it is. But if you're somebody that doesn't have ADD or
Oh, so you get fucking wired and wound up.
yep.
Why would that put you in a bad mood? He kept crashing. He didn't ride the
Well,
high.
with cocaine, when people are on coke, it can go either way. Just like with alcohol, if something strikes them and puts them in a bad mood, they're off like a rocket.
Alcohol.
You know,
The alcohol.
TG, don't think I won't time you out, toilet water. You know I'll do it.
She did bananas and Hershey Kisses. What does that mean?
She did banana poop because that's what I call minions is banana poop.
Banana man. Poop, 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 poop. The total amount of people hasn't changed at all.
I know.
I think I kind of killed you alive.
No, you didn't. It's a slow day.
Oh,
You didn't kill alive. There's other stuff going on too. Cajun Roots is on right now.
These are toys somebody sent me that are fucking useless. Keep them. Throw them away. Oh my god, I have so much stuff. It's really ridiculous. Where did Wes go? Where's he whoring around? Hey, I'm no whore, man.
He's probably wandering around looking for Kathy. But my landlord's always been really good about getting to things that break here. Like when the AC unit went out, whether it was summer or winter, I mean, by the next day minimum, he would have somebody out here to fix it. When we had a hole in the bathtub, him and his dad came out and patched it, and then they went and picked up a new tub and came and replaced it. So within 3 days, we had a new bathtub. So whenever anything breaks, he's right there to make sure it gets fixed. So I'm a little surprised he hasn't gotten back to me about the pipes under the house because that can cause damage to his house too if something's leaking. Which, if it's not the meter being faulty, then it has to be a leak because there's no way in hell that I'm using $200 worth of water.
No, I want a bill here for an entire house with 3 bathrooms, a washing machine. Well, the dishwasher we never use. All the water used is $40.
Yeah. Well, they charged me last month. They charged me $75 for sewage. And I'm like, what the hell?
Why are you paying the sewage? You're not the homeowner.
Nope, but it's on the water bill.
Oh, horse shit.
Nope, it's on our water bill.
That's supposed to be separate.
Nope, not here.
What the fuck county are you in?
Anderson. And it's city water.
They got that much of a difference?
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Yep. So, but yeah, there's no way. I mean, there's obviously something wrong. So But if it's on the house side of the meter, then it's the landlord's responsibility. If it's the meter or on the other side of the meter, which I don't know why my water bill would go up if there was a problem on the other side of the meter, but if it's the meter itself, then that's the water company has to fix that or replace it.
You personally can't use $75 worth of water in a month.
Nope.
It would be almost impossible.
I mean, our water bill, when we had 4 people living here, 4 adults and Talon, the water bill was like $40, $40, $50.
All it should be.
And it's been skyrocketing. And I mean, my son would take hour-long showers and be in there forever. And he did a ton of laundry because he worked at fast food, so his work clothes were always greasy. He had to do laundry almost every day. But I haven't done laundry at all this month because I don't go anywhere. So I have a thing that I wear when I'm sitting here, and then I have my shirts that I put on, clothes that I put on when I go live, in case I turn my camera on. But I haven't actually this month haven't done any laundry, and I use it for the dishes and for the animals' water and sponge baths and stuff.
That's $4 worth of water.
Yeah,
next to nothing.
I probably don't even use $25 worth of water a month. So
$75. Yeah. There's a leak somewhere.
Yeah,
I could so have fun with some Adderall. Imagine Rhonda in one of her giggle fits moves on Adderall.
Oh my
God. When you get a peanut butter jar in the mail, don't throw it away. Take the peanut butter out. There might be something in it.
My goodness.
Apparently, Rhonda's got a big barn box. Sorry to hear it.
How long that box gonna sit there unopened, Rhonda?
So come live and do it, Rhonda. The
other day she said she had a system. I'm like, yeah, it's a system of waiting until it's piled up and you can't move around the boxes anymore. Then you start opening them.
She's got a system. She's probably like me. To me, it's therapeutic. I like to let them sit around for a while and wonder. Like the last box I got from somebody, I had no idea what I bought. No clue. That's when I knew it was time to stop. I had no idea.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. I get a package or something in the mail, I have to open it right away.
She said package. Okay, 12 lurkers, where are you? You got the turlet lady. That's it.
You opened Big Barn right away. My son sent me a screenshot of I guess FedEx said that his phone has been shipped. The package that he got that he's getting FedEx to my house has been shipped. Should be delivered today. It's currently in Indiana. I'm like, how the hell is it going to get delivered today if it's in Indiana at 10:30 or so this morning? I'm like, that makes no sense. So I don't know. Nobody's knocked on my door, and FedEx usually knocks when they deliver something. So they knock and walk. They knock to let me know somebody's been there, and then they leave. Hopefully it's close enough to the door. But he came and grabbed his Amazon package yesterday. Didn't even knock on the door, say hello to his mother, nothing. Just messaged me at 2:30 in the morning to let me know he had picked it up. I'm like, well, I was hoping it didn't get stolen because I didn't see it out there. Yeah, he was apparently not at home when he decided to order some things online. He couldn't remember the address where he was living, so he just had everything delivered here.
Rhonda got a big box and she's opening it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is here besides her and Charlotte? That's it.
Yeah, that's it right now. Talking in the chat.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about her.
Because Wes disappeared. He's probably up throwing knives at somebody in a different chat.
Hello?
Well, I got my notification that I'm getting my hat. My hat's on its way from Robin. I'm so excited.
A hat?
Yep. It's a baseball cap.
How do you get a notification that you're getting something?
Through PayPal.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't wait for that to get here. I'm going to hang it up next to John's Superman hat. It's a Star Wars hat, and I asked her to sign it. So I have a Robin signed Star Wars hat. Hey, Donna.
Look, it's Donna.
It's Donna.
It must be 3:40. Time to prep dinner.
The big sale lady of the week. You go, girl.
Yeah, congratulations. I heard the good news. Can I borrow a grand?
So, yep, I'm super excited. What's going to be hard though is like when I wear baseball hats, I always curve the bill, and Robin always keeps the bills flat. So it's going to be hard for me not to want to curve it, but I'm not gonna because it's from Robin and that's how she wears her hats. So I'll keep the bill flat. But
unfortunately, it's orders like that, Donna, that keep you going when you just feel like, damn it, I feel so good about that. Let me go chase it again. I haven't had a decent sale. I mean, I've had multiple sales, but not a decent sale like that and ever.
That was awesome. I was so happy when you said that in the chat yesterday, Donna. I was like, holy crap, you go, girl. And then everybody fighting over who's going to pay $5 for the shirt to send to me. That was so. Victoria's like, how do I divide this up? With her, and then her Guns and Hoses shirt. That was hysterical.
Sounds like a porno.
I know, right? Well, yeah. Well, all baseball hats, the bills are all pretty much the same until you curve them. They're all wide and flat. But I'm not going to curve it because otherwise it wouldn't be Robin's hat anymore. So I know Donna was like, I just made a $1,700 sale. Just bill me, damn it. But then when everybody was fighting over it, she goes, Kodi, don't worry about it. I'll just send you Pringles, which works for me because I love Pringles. So yeah, I'll leave the bill flat. And it's going to get hung up in my craft room next to John's Superman hat.
Hung up in your crapper?
Craft room.
Oh, I wasn't listening well. I'm going to go run outside and have a cigarette, so I'm going to mute for a while. You're going to be on, right?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Why don't somebody else come up and play? That means there's 10 people not doing anything. Come on, people.
Yep.
Come on. Maybe I'll show you a nipple. Come on, people. You know you want to see my nipples.
That's right, sugar tits. We do.
That's why they call me sugar tits. And when I'm in a bad mood with my alter ego is bitch tits.
Bitch tits.
Got sugar tits and bitch tits. Bitch, why can't you be more like me? Because you're a bitch. I'm a bitch. Wait a minute. You're sugar tits. Daddy always liked you better. Well. Oh, wow. Hang on
You were
babe.
always Daddy's favorite.
Yeah. You know what the number one song was on the day I was born?
What?
I got you, babe.
Really? Sonny and Cher.
You love every day. So I hear the
I
trees.
got you, babe.
I got you. Bam, 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 bam. That's the song I don't even see the light of day if it's nowadays.
That was very random. What the number one song was when you were born? Now I'm going to look up mine. I heard it through the grapevine. That was the number one song when I was on the day I was born. Heard it through the grapevine. Yep.
Wow.
Cigarette. Okay, go have a cigarette.
Why am I echoing?
I don't know. I don't hear an echo.
Echo. I'm gonna go take a cigarette.
Okay.
Cinderella story came out of nowhere.
Just remember, those bear eyes are watching you. That cigarette better have writing on it. So what's everybody else up to today? Anything interesting happening? Rhonda hasn't dropped any links in the chat yet. I'm absolutely amazed. Well, Lori's doing auctions, and you can kind of hear Kevin helping in the background with that her last auction.
Yeah, sit down and shut up. That's what I got to do. We'll be doing 2 more this week. I like the smaller ones, the hour and hit and runs and like that.
Yeah.
Those drawn out ones get well, if things are going well, the drawn out ones are nice. I'm trying to talk into doing like just a straight up just a buy it now in or out.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Naja?
A lot of people don't want to do the buy it nows with things that they think that might be able to generate money though in bidding.
But you know what? I get that, and I'm not going to go against that way of thinking.
Right.
I'm at the mindset right now that I'll be happy to get this for this item.
Yeah.
If the buy now don't work and you offer you $5 or $10 less, just take it.
Well, the thing
depending
is,
on the item, though.
Yeah, the thing is too, if you get an item and say you buy it for like under $5 and you set your price at $10, buy it now, you're still doubling what you spent and getting it out of getting it out of your way. Whereas even if you comp it and it's worth $30, it's not worth $30 unless you sell it for $30. So you can hope that you get bids on it, but you still might only sell it for 10.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that she wants to move. Plus, we picked up a couple of outside sources of product flow.
Yeah.
Without having to do a damn thing the other night, and.
Yep, turn and burn. Donna said that mesh ring she had was really, really pretty. The Tiffany ring.
We have a bunch of Tiffany.
But again, like for stuff like that, it's too expensive for me to even think about. You know what I mean? Starting off at $99, I was like, ouch.
I don't think it's for YouTube to begin with.
But I comped it, and it's worth more than $100. So that was a decent price to start it at, and it is a very pretty ring. It's just for an auction.
They started, and that was the only bid. I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
But we've got other Tiffany that's worth a good amount of money.
And if you don't have the right audience for certain items, then it gets very frustrating when everybody's sitting there going, I can't afford that. I don't really need that bad, So.
But then you'd be surprised. Somebody knows the value of something, and they know they got a resource to unload it.
Yep, Rhonda's yelling at you.
Next weekend, she won't be here Friday. Grandkids in Malden, South Carolina. I need to take care of all the fur babies we have.
Nah.
I don't know how the hell that even happened.
I know you're not, Rhonda. I'm just fucking with Kevin. Rhonda is permanently stuck in mod mode.
Oh, I don't mind. That doesn't bother me except for one person.
I was worried about you yesterday, Rhonda. But Wes said that he saw you in Susanna's and you were fine.
Overall, Rondolino, I think, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't even say or think anything. I just think there's a whole different aspect and angle. Angle's a bad word. It sounds like you're being shifty and maneuvering. There's a whole different way to do these auctions. And when I get it down to knowing it's going to work, things are going to be different. We're also waiting for permission to go see a couple of AKA We Will Talk, LOL. Is that Shadow Woman and Me?
Yep.
Oh, well, I was worried too about it yesterday because I'm fine. Yeah, she's another one of those. The world
Yeah,
fell off its axis. She'll be able to put it back on the axis.
Rhonda, I was worried because you had asked me to do Larry's auction until you got there, and you said you'd be there about 2:20, 2:30 because you had to pick up Liam, and then you weren't there at all. And I was like, "Is Rhonda okay?" And then I didn't see you in Victoria's chat this morning, so I was like, "Is Rhonda okay?" But then people told me today that you had car trouble. Wes told me that you had car trouble and you were okay. I'm like, "Oh, good."
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. You had car trouble.
No, not oh good she had car trouble, just oh good she was okay. I hope the car trouble isn't serious.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, well that's
Now,
because
hold on. Do you see how fast things can escalate on YouTube?
because you hear what you want to hear, Kevin.
I'm talking about in general. You see how something can escalate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I PM'd Larry, but he cleared it and read it. I got this basket.
Rhonda, Larry rarely even reads the chat during his own auctions, so yeah.
Well, you've trained him well because Larry did perfectly fine.
He did good yesterday. He really did. I had to actually leave the chat. Kathy covered on StreamYard for you, and I was doing the chat, and then Wes covered for me in the chat because I had to go catch my neighbor to see if he'd go to the store to get me cigarettes, and that was a whole debacle I'm not going to get into again. But
where did these fucking people come up with their offers?
I don't know. Their butt.
It's like not even worth answering them, but you have to.
Yeah.
I have a brand new. I mean, seriously? And I'm not even cranky today. I just I don't have the stones to do this. It's a brand new. It's a new car. Let me have curtain number 3 with the Broyhill couch, please. Always fucking Broyhill furniture.
I don't know. So many people want something for nothing these days, and they will try and chew you down, you know.
Well, this ain't chewing. This is called dragging me in the park lot into the back of a van shit.
Want some candy, little boy?
Yes. If it's chocolate, they got me dead to rights.
Right? Oh, okay. You tempt Kevin into a van with Oreos, and he's all over that.
Oh, yeah. Women's pink NFL Philadelphia Eagles cap.
Mm-hmm.
Where are my pictures? This is bullshit. Where are the pictures? Why are my pictures blocked? This is my listing. Oh, I did it. I didn't click on the right thing. Maybe I should click on the right thing. Beautiful pink with a beautiful eagle's head and beak on the front. No, Wes, you can't have it. Nanny, poo poo. On the left-hand side of the cap itself, it's stitched eagles. It's a beautiful, the outlets, maybe the ringlets on the top are stitched white, raised off the pink. It's a nice looking hat. Would you take $5 for that? Sure. Send me a videotape of you and a goat. You know what you got to do with it, and then I'll do it. I mean, really? I'll give you $5 for it, and I'll charge you $11 to ship it.
Right.
That's just silly. It's silly. Can I have 67% off? No. I will take anything from anybody. I sold them the item yesterday was $325. Wow. They offered $250. I said, you know what? $250. If they had to go buy it locally, they'd have to pay tax, even though they're going to pay tax to ship it. I said, you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, go ahead. Of course. For that extra, what am I going to do? Go back and say make it $275, and then they find it. It's like $250 for a repacked air purifier that we got on a pallet 2 months ago. That the pallet's paid itself off 3 times. Why am I going to look at something for $50?
Right.
The room that you get to by selling it can be packed with much, much, much more money.
There you go.
Of stuff. But then I get this. It's worth every bit of $20. The $15 hat for $5. No.
Yeah, when we first moved to South Carolina, we went into we were in the mall because we have a mall here in town, and they had a hat shop, like a baseball, they just wall-to-wall baseball hats. And we went in, and I could not believe they were asking for $30 for baseball hats, $30 and up. And I'm like, what the hell? It's a baseball hat. But I ended up getting a Clemson Tigers hat, but I only got it because it was all gray and it just had the paw print on it. It didn't say Clemson anywhere on it, and there was no orange in sight. So I still have it somewhere, but I used to wear it when I worked loss prevention all the time.
We asked Larry 7 times. Have you heard from Rhonda? He's like,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what he's doing.
Although apparently Ashley's World wants to be interviewed by Larry because she told him, Larry, you can interview me. So I guess she emailed him. So
maybe he doesn't Ashley?
Ashley's World.
She knew.
I've seen her in chats here and there, and she tried to moderate for Larry a few times, but that didn't work out too well.
Moderating stuff's too hard. I would never have the patience for that.
So, but apparently she wants to be interviewed. So if Larry does it, we'll learn more about her. That's a good thing. Learning more about people that are in chats with us and stuff.
I would mod to somebody in the minute they said I gotta go get a drink or go to use the bathroom. I fucking block everybody and said they all left. I don't know what happened.
Moderating's not that hard. Rhonda goes above and beyond moderating. She's like super moderator, but I don't have too much of a problem moderating.
She's raising the bar.
She does, because
they said she couldn't do it, but she raised the bar.
Well, a lot of the times she'll keep a running list of who buys what, and I can't do both. I've done it when I used to moderate for Fluffy. We were doing that, keep a track of who bought what because of his supposed absent-mindedness in not keeping track and not sending people things. But we all know that was a bunch of bullshit. But I was making lists of who bought what and for how much and all that. So I mean, I've done it. It's a pain in the ass, but I've done it. I just, with Larry's chat, when Rhonda's not there, I just want to make sure that it's in his chat so that if he has to go back and check to see who bought what and for how much, that it's all in the chat for him.
I have a pocket full of sunshine and no one can have it. So you all know. And they live in Philadelphia. You know you can't get this hat for this price. So I'll give you a counter offer. How about that? And you cash me outside.
Cash me outside. God, I hated that one. That was so.
Oh, you can cash me out. Cash me outside, please. Take your cash and put it outside.
Then get her done. I can't stand that expression. John would grab a hold of an expression and overuse it. I mean, every time you turn around, that's what he was saying. And it's like, shut up with that, will you please?
I fall into that trap every so often. I do it on purpose, Lori. It's fucking hilarious. Like you twist everything into that one. Wow, this person's got the same first and last name as my sister.
Huh.
That's really insane. Oh, another guilt from the heavens. You're going to make me give her a good deal? Get the hell out of here.
Oh my golly. Now, oh my golly is fine.
I can't say golly.
You can't say golly?
I almost want to smack myself for saying it. No self-respecting man. Say, oh, golly. Gee willikers, golly.
It just flows out of Victoria, though, so.
No, it does.
It works for Victoria. Saying oh my golly works for Victoria. But at one point, John overused the expression holy sheep shit. And I was like, look, someone from Scottish descent should not be using sheep in any kind of connotation. I finally broke him of that habit. Then there was the get her done thing. It took me 3 months to get him to stop saying get her done before everything. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to watch something, I'm going to watch some movie or something. He'd be like, get her done. I'm like, no. So, yeah.
Imagine if the minions started saying get her done, you'd blow your brains out.
I would. Or start blowing up minions whenever I saw them.
I got them.
Which I've come close to doing now. Luckily, I don't go anywhere, so I don't have any massive minion annihilation fits while I'm out. So I haven't gone anywhere in almost a year. I haven't left my house in almost a year. Or
That's me in
over a year now.
20.
It's been
What was
over a
that,
year.
2021? That
The
was
last
me
time
from.
the last time I was out of my house was when Issa took me to my prosthetic appointment, and that was over a year ago. So, yep.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You gotta get out of the house.
Yeah, well, I can get out of this. I just can't get back in without help. So I think I'll pass rather than being stuck outside of my porch with the wasp nest that's out there.
Oh, we got wasps now.
Oh yeah, and
Jesus Christ, man.
well, I think it's mud daubers. They made a little home on my porch light, on the base to my porch light, which is right in front of my front door. So yeah.
Got you. I got it. I understand it to be true.
But
I get it.
my porch is as far as I can go because I have nobody to take me anywhere.
Dag nabbit.
Yeah. My biscuits are burning. My biscuits are burning. I say, by golly, boy. We can go through the gamut of cartoon sayings.
I didn't have that cigarette yet. I gotta go get it because I'm jonesing right now. Like, people got stuff.
Rhonda distracted you.
I flinch.
Go smoke your cigarette.
Oh, I'm gonna. Where did this day go? It's 4:00. Jesus Lord. I'm trying not to be a night person anymore, and it's not working. Seriously, I don't even.
I almost went live at 2:00 this morning. I was bored silly.
Listen, I never got it. I had something else happen right before it. But this whole 2 years of COVID shit is completely just completely fucking knocked me out every way possible.
Yeah. My life was like this before COVID, so I was already prepared. Except I had help.
Help. I need somebody to help to keep the body. Talk to you. There's one person talking. Take a gummy. I have them. I've got watermelon. She's got all sorts of things. I don't even know what you call this fucking. It's like, I never need you. You needed heavy equipment for this shit. It was fucking easy wire and a fucking sandwich bag. But wait, now? Power tools, fucking pipes. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun.
She's got fucking ears ringing.
I
I don't understand it. Hey, Rhonda would know. Has the bottom completely fallen out of the Pokemon market? Because it seems to have done that. No Pokemon buyers are buying shit, especially in freestanding stores.
Well, people oversold. There was an oversell of them for months, and people were like, "Oh, these are worth money," and they weren't worth a damn thing because only certain cards, both in Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, only certain cards are worth anything. So, I think
Magic
people
the Gathering sucking a lot of people into losing a lot of money.
Yeah, I think people got jaded because they buy these cards thinking that they were worth a crap ton of money, and they turned out to not be.
Well,
So
I used the Pokemon app itself, and I took 100 cards out, and I said, I don't have to. I just took she took a handful. I thought it was around 100. It says I'm going to scan like 30, 40, 50 of these. Most of them were 35 cents. I had two that were 20 something dollars. One was $50.
hey, Patrick.
And look at them; they all look the same.
Yeah.
I got a Patrick full of sunshine.
And there are different aspects that make them, I mean, like errors on them or the border not being lined up correctly. I mean, it's just like with sports cards too. There's some sports cards you can have the same player on it. One card is worth more than the other.
They're not buying the 10s that with people getting in fist fights in Target and Walmart over. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Hey, Patrick, I got a question for you. What Give me the top 3 things. What do you buy? Will I buy parts?
G.I. Joe Cobras and Elvira.
I got a very rare G.I. Joe.
Patrick likes Cobra and the Cobra Command.
Very rare one. Maybe you heard of it.
And no, he sells cock rings. He doesn't buy them. Well, he might buy them.
Who are you talking to?
Rhonda said cock rings.
Here goes Rhonda again with the cock rings.
And Patrick said, "Give me your Pokemon."
I'm not giving them away. Who do you think I am? I will ship you all of them, and you can make me an offer. How about that? How about that? You're gonna cash me outside? Do you know which G.I. Joe I got? That's the most rarest one ever.
Which one?
The one that doesn't know how to identify, so he's called Chi. I don't know.
Steve Hughes, Lady Death books. Yes.
What the hell is Steve Hughes?
Steve Hughes is the artist that helped create Lady Death.
Who's Lady Death? Oh, I know who Lady Death should be, but that's a whole different thing.
Lady Death is a comic book character. She's awesome. Lady Death is the one I create, that I collect. Yeah, I can imagine who he bought them from, Rhonda. Steve Hughes is no longer with us. He's deceased. I actually have a Lady Death poster that Jerry sent me that is signed by the creator of Lady Death, Brian Paluto, and by Stephen Hughes.
So it's a joke in one of his voices. Hoo 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 ha ha. Pokemon saying. Oh, he said send them, give them to me, yeah. Wait. And then she said Patrick buys cock rings.
Patrick has some amazing Lady Death items.
I'm going to have my cigarette.
He taunted me with them. He tortures me with them.
Folks, I'll be right back. I would like one or two of you to come out of the rafters, be part of the solution, not part of the problem. We promise to keep the pit bull away from you. And,
no, pitties are cute.
And Rhonda's laughing, crying, over laughing. Or she just crying? I don't know. Patrick likes tacos, power tools, cock rings. Patrick should be working at the mine shaft. Ooh, did I say that? Patrick's so hot. I'm gonna go have my cigarette.
Go have your cigarette, Kevin. It's been a half an hour since you said you were going to have one.
5 full. Sweet.
Well, Patrick, they might have started out as a prop sale and something funny to do, but you sold them, didn't you?
Boobies!
I'd say I'm having an ick fit for you, but I'm smoking one right now, so I'm good.
Boobies. Boobies. Boobs.
Goofball. And awkward silence. Welcome to my live. Just chat amongst yourselves. It's good.
I didn't even get out of the chair yet.
Well, get going.
Yes, I bought cock rings just to have them for profit. Okay. Yes, boobies. Boobies. Oh, 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 boobies. Boobies hurt you. Toilet water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go my serious. Tell these people come out of the rafters. There's 15 of them.
You just did.
What?
You just did tell them.
Oh. Well, they're not listening to me.
Well, they don't listen to me either.
My bullshit's got to stop, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Drugs are bad, okay? Heartache's a heartache. We're young. Love is a battlefield, okay?
Yeah, the link is pinned at the top of the chat if anybody wants to come on. As long as you don't act like an asshole, you can stay.
Oh. Patrick likes a little taco salad. Oh, yeah. Tell me about that salad when I get back, Patrick.
Oh, jeez.
Dirty little salad. Slice some tomatoes in that salad, yeah. Squeeze them, loosen them up, and then slice those tomatoes.
I'm about to smoke another cigarette just because Kevin hasn't gone yet.
Yeah. Where's Lori?
I don't know. Have you lost her already?
Yeah. She should be back by now. I'm gonna grab my cigarette and call.
Okay.
I get lonely.
It's 4:10 in the afternoon. Do you know where your Lori is?
No, but I could tell you when she shows up, there'll be bags involved.
Yes.
She's a good soul, that person. That's all I gotta say. Patrick didn't answer my question on what he buys.
He did. He said Stephen Hughes Lady Death books.
That's it?
No. Patrick has his big thing.
I thought he bought comic books.
He likes comic books. He likes Elvira. He likes Lady Death.
Elvira?
Mm-hmm.
She's like 75 years old.
She's still going strong though.
Yeah, a smoked screen and a lot of makeup can really make everybody look good.
Yep. And like I
Okay.
said, the G.I. Joe Cobra.
Oh, he's out on the deck smoking with the cat. Oh, he's eating a hot dog?
Yeah.
Or he's at the gym.
We'll go with that. Patrick. How's Rainbow, Patrick?
I already have something long, cylindrical, and hot. Gotta give him props. He spelled cylindrical correctly. I mean, that's hard to do. You know what else is hard to do? Shut the fuck
up and go smoke your cigarette? Yeah, apparently.
Oh, God, he doesn't. Grandma's, I like to. Oh, I gotta go.
And cylindrical is not hard to spell if you know how to spell. We would never kink shame you, Patrick. Well, Kevin might, but I won't. Still, now every time I see you on a live, all I can think about is you selling cock rings and penis extenders and shit like that. I'm like, oh, I can never look at Patrick the same way again. That was hysterical, though. Especially when someone said those extender things, the sleeves look like fish. Not yet, they don't. Mm. Hi, my badass. How's Bug doing? Aw. Barbara Eden was hot back in the day, man. I Dream Medini? Hell yeah, in them little outfits. Although I liked it when her supposed cousin showed up because she wore blue, like a tealish, aqua tealish blue color instead of the pink. I don't like pink. But yeah, Barbara Eden she was dead on back in the day. Oh, good. Good, Amy. I'm glad. Yep. Everybody else in the house okay? Hotness? You know what I've been watching lately? Amazon Prime on the IMDb has Bewitched on, so I've been watching that. Streaming it. They have like 6 or 7 seasons of it on Amazon Prime. And I remember watching it when I was a kid, and I'm having fun watching them now. Oh, huh. Barbara Eden doesn't look bad now. I just looked her up. She's 88. She still looks good for 88. I mean, you can definitely tell she's had some work done, face wise, but she still looks pretty good for 88. Damn. Hey, Thomas. Oh, good. Hotness. I'm glad. Well, I hope he gets all better completely soon. Yep. Yep. She looks good with dark hair too. They have her when they do her the episodes with her cousin Sabrina. They have a dark wig on her for her playing Sabrina. Yeah. So I'm having flashbacks from childhood and things like that, watching all the Bewitched and them misnaming things and like calling male witches warlocks and things like that. That's not what they're called, but you know, the inaccuracies are funny. But it's also why a lot of people have misconceptions. It's because of what they hear on TV and movies and things like that. But, you know, can't have it all. All right, honey. Love you, girl. Don't drop the rock. That would hurt. Patrick, I have not been able to have my Netflix in, 5 months now? I miss it. Well, all right then, Rhonda. I've never been a big bagel person. I was on Team English Muffin because being raised with English muffins instead of bagels were just never my thing. So. I miss English muffins. Well, that sucks, Patrick. I used to have Netflix and Amazon Prime, and now I just have Amazon Prime because I need that, once a month when I'm able to buy stuff, necessities and whatnot. But I have my Netflix. At one point, my son had Disney Plus, and then somebody else was letting me use the Disney Plus. That stopped. So when The Mandalorian gets back on Disney Plus, I'm gonna buy it again because I can't miss The Mandalorian. I'll cry. Yeah, we had toast too, but every once in a while on Sundays, my mom would get English muffins. They were a treat. I ran out of stuff on Netflix, so I really wasn't too chuffed about it. I did start following. I did watch Witcher 2, and then of course their season 2 of Witcher 2 got delayed. Well, not Witcher 2. Season 2 of The Witcher got delayed because of COVID, and now I want to watch it, and I don't have Netflix, but I'll get it eventually and be able to just sit here and power stream it. Eventually, when I'm able to get up and running and get my stuff made and hopefully selling my jewelry, I'll be able to afford the little things like that. I had to cancel my Kindle Unlimited too, because I couldn't afford the $10 a month. But I kept the Amazon Prime because I need that for shipping for the few things that I'm able to get every month. Yeah, right now, unless I just barely toasted English muffins, which I would have to do it in a frying pan anyway, because I don't have a toaster. But if I was able to make English muffins, I'd have to do them just barely toasted because of my gums, the little nooks and crannies that make English muffins so awesome. But yeah, those hurt. I used to watch Benny Hill with my dad. My mom was absolutely horrified, but I used to think the Benny Hill show was absolutely hilarious. Of course, they wouldn't play that on American TV now because it's too offensive, but I don't know if they'd still be able to get away with it in the UK. I don't know how. The UK's always been a little more lenient about things they show on TV, but I watched Amazon Prime also had All in the Family, the series on, and the stuff that was on that show would never be shown on TV now, ever. Also, Good Times with Kid Dynamite. Yeah, I watched that, and that stuff wouldn't fly on TV now either. So. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, I've been running down memory lane with nostalgic shows. Yeah, Jimmy Walker is actually in one of those B flicks. It's a I don't know. It's one of those. It's a shark movie. Sand sharks, I think, or something. He plays a DJ. He looks totally different now. Yeah, but some of the racial stuff that was on, yeah, some of the racial things that went on especially All in the Family, would no way fly. People would be up in arms and protesting and picketing and all kinds of stuff. But back in the day, that was just normal, the way people talked. And in All in the Family was during a time when people were fighting prejudice and bigotry and racism and things like that pretty hardcore. And so that's why they were always having the fighting on the show. I thought it was pretty cool that Carol O'Connor went from All in the Family, where he played a racist, to In the Heat of the Night, where he started off kind of racist, but he changed his point of view, his perspective on things, and started accepting people of different colors, people of different races and whatever, which I don't understand why they say it's a different race. We're all the human race, but yeah, it was the epitome of saying everything. So was Good Times. I mean, the last show one of the last episodes that I watched, they actually said nigger and they said spook on the show. And I'm like, wow, that would not fly today at all. So, yeah. So, yeah. The theme is in your head. Yep. And that little bald guy was the perfect imitation of a boob. Top of his head was like the perfect parody of a boob, which is why Benny Hill kept tapping him on it. Oh, Heat of the Night. I loved In Heat of the Night. Bubba was my favorite. That man could have put his boots under my bed any day he wanted to. Yeah, it was sad that during the show, his Carol O'Connor's son committed suicide. That was very sad. Yeah, yeah, Good Times. Yeah, well, and Heat of the Night was, or All in the Family was a way to bring the ugly into the light and to fight it. I think that was, yeah, little ball guy, Jackie Wright. It just people just needed to change the perspective in the way they thought, you know. So, although sometimes all the yelling in those episodes got me, especially when you stream them one episode after another and it's just constant yelling. It's like, oh my god, no wonder these things were, one episode a night or one a week or whatever. Nobody can take that much yelling all in a row, let me tell you. And I forgot that they used to call the youngest son the militant midget because he was so into protesting and picketing and, you know, Black history, and which, I mean, was good. It's weird. It's funny, though, weird and funny that when Good Times was shot, they had Black History Week. And these days, they have Black History Month. So we've, I think all the history should just be taught together. It doesn't matter what color it is. All right, Patrick. You say awesome too. And thank you. Yeah, racism is a very touchy subject to hit on. John was racist when I met him. He eventually learned to just hate individuals instead of an entire color. You know? Because when my son was little and almost got me killed at the grocery store when he said that when we were in the checkout line that he hated Black people, while we were surrounded by about 20 of them, I thought we were going to die. And I asked him why, and he said that the Black kids at school pick on him all the time, so he doesn't like Black people. And I was like, well, you can't blame an entire color of people for the actions of a few. I was like, that's not right, And he's like, okay, I guess you're right. I like Black people. And then, anyway, we lived to get outside the store. When I told John about that, I think he realized that his way of looking at things was a little fucked up. But being in South Carolina, you run into it, and it's the term that pisses me off so bad is reverse racism. Reverse racism is not being racist at all. It's racism. You're either racist or you're not, and it doesn't matter what race you're anti. If you're against any race, then you're racist. So there's no reverse racism. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's my pet peeve for the moment. And I live right down the street from the redneck racists, so yeah, that's fun. But they stay at their end of the street. They only drive through here. They don't walk up here anymore. They don't. Their kids wander up here every once in a while when they have to chase a ball they're throwing around, but they mostly stay down the end of the street with their 6-foot high privacy fencing and their Confederate flag on a 40-foot flagpole. The Confederate flag on the back window of their truck and on the hood of the truck. Paint job. But I don't know. If you're going to hate everybody of a certain color, then you're missing out on a lot of quality people. And that's shame. Shame on you. But, I mean, the neighbors that help me are Black. Except for Ronnie, he's white. But Donnie and Luke's the guy that mows my lawn and put up the kennel for me. They're Black. I mean, I don't even really think of people in terms of color. It's only if I have to be like, if I know two people that have the same name to focus on which one I'm talking about, I might say, my Black friend Donnie. Because if I have 2 or 3 people whose names are Don or Donnie, just to let people know which one I'm talking about, I might make that distinction. But it's the same thing as, if I'm talking about someone who's gay, I don't make it a point of saying, well, my gay friend. Who the hell cares? It doesn't matter. That kind of label is just ridiculous. So, but yeah, those old shows, they would not fly with the racist stuff that was on them now. All right, Thomas, have a great day. Good day, mate. I'm not going to try and do the accent and butcher it, but I hope you have a great day, Thomas. Hi, Irene. Yeah, toilet water says hi too. But I mean, when I watch those shows, the old shows like All in the Family or Good Times, or shows that it integrates just the racial shit in there. Yeah, she thinks she's insulting me by calling me a grizzly bear. I don't know why, but it's not working. I can put myself in the mind frame of how people thought then and what the common thought process was, because back at one point, they thought women weren't smart enough to do anything except cook, clean, take care of the kids. And we've proven that's wrong. So, well, most of us have proven that's wrong. So the stigmas that went along with either sexes or races or whatever, we've pretty much gotten rid of those. It's just a few people that still think that way. But at one point in time, it was a common thought process and if you're able to put yourself back into how people thought then, even though you don't believe in it, I mean, even back in the day, I wouldn't have gone along with that, but I probably wouldn't have yelled about it as much as they did on All in the Family. But yeah, you can still enjoy the show, even though there's a bunch of racist bullshit in there. But yeah, All in the Family hit all the stereotypes, like whether he was talking about black people or Jewish people or whatever label you put on somebody. Archie Bunker hit all of the stereotypes for those in his way of thinking, and a lot of people were like that back then. That's how they were raised. That's what they actually believed. So, and they didn't think there was anything wrong with it. What I can't stand is people teaching their children to hate people that are different. I don't like hate. Hate's bad. Stop hating people. Yeah, TG, Kodi stands for Kodiak, which is the largest grizzly bear in North America. So calling me grizzly bear it's not an insult. It's accurate. Unlike toilet water, which is something you flush. Unless you're a dog and then you drink out of the bowl. How's everything going, Irene? No, angels would have a very boring life. I don't want to be an angel. That would be very boring. My shows would be like 20 minutes long and we'd have nothing to talk about. But people could be less asshole-ish towards each other. Don't hate people because they're different. Awkward silence. Here we are. Yeah, John used to just call me his bear. This is my bear. Nothing like having a grown man scream out, "Hey, bear!" across Walmart when trying to get your attention. Everybody turns around and expect to see some biker-looking guy, and it's me. You hush. Nobody asked your opinion. And the big Rottweiler does not want to come play with you. Well, I think he does, but he's not allowed. Simi spotted Luke's Rottweiler the other day when I put her out in the kennel. Roddy was out on the chain, and Simi is just wagging her tail and barking, and that dog was at the end of his chain just wiggling his butt and not barking. He was very well behaved. And they both looked like they wanted to play, and neither one's allowed, so nope. Whether four-legged or two-legged, it's always a friend Simi hasn't met yet. Seriously? You know, Luke's allowed to walk in his own yard. Stop that. She keeps spotting people out the window. She's all like, "Arr." Shush. He lives there. He's allowed to be there. Leave him alone. Silly dog. Simi, niet. Go to sleep. Goofball dog. Sorry, tired.
What the hell happened in here?
It died.
It died.
Yeah, it died.
What's with all the racism?
Oh, we were just talking about old shows.
I know. I was commenting in the chat.
I know. Then why are you asking? Silly.
I don't know. I'm a little bit confused.
See, my dad was racist. Even though he's Canadian, he's racist. And my mom, although my mom, I don't think my mom is racist. She still has stigmas that she attaches to, like black people. Like, you know, she's like, well, I don't want to go there. There's a lot of black people there. And it's like, so? Or she'll call them colored. She calls black people colored people. Because at one point in time, that's what everybody called them. That's like we say black comfortably now. They said colored.
Well,
so I chuckled every time. I said, what, did someone get out a box of Crayola? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're not colored. But yeah.
do I want a dog in this fight right now?
Do you? No, I mean, you know.
Do I?
Sure, go ahead.
I think color's a worse word to use than any other word.
I do too.
Because that's what they saw on signs for 130 years.
Yeah.
And that's what things were named. And that was a derisive term. That you never heard one talk to the other and use that word. You've heard every other word been used. And that's all I'll say about that topic, because that's on my list of no YouTube. You need help? Really?
Yeah, Rhonda, but my mom doesn't really think that way. She just thinks that's what you're supposed to say. And I have tried to tell her, Mom, they're not colored, they're just say black.
That's what I just said, Rhonda.
She won't do it because she thinks black is insulting them. So, and of course, I know nothing. She never listens.
Isn't that what I just said, that Rhonda just said?
Yeah.
I think it's even worse using the C word. Hold on. She walked in the door and said she needs help with the groceries. This is not good.
We'll see you in an hour, Kevin.
No. I'll be back in a few.
He's going to be lugging bags for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, I've tried to tell her, Rhonda, but she doesn't. It's the way she was raised, and she's 89, so trying to get her to change her way of thinking is impossible. And I know nothing, so So she doesn't say it in a hateful, spiteful way. It's just that's what she was raised saying, and she thinks that's the correct term. So nothing I say changes her mind. So that's why every time she uses a term, I'm like, hold on, I need to get my Crayolas out. I want to be purple. But I mean, my dad said that once, shockingly, because he usually used the N word, which drove me absolutely out of my tree. But he said colored once, and I was like, what are they, purple with pink polka dots? And he sent me to my room. So that didn't work out so well. Yeah, my father was very racist. We had a very controversial household because I'm not, and I don't know, my dad was an asshole. He's the most asshole-ish Canadian I've ever met in my life. No, not blue or yellow. Purple with pink polka dots. Or green with pink polka dots. Yeah. It shouldn't matter what someone's skin color is or what their sexual orientation is. It shouldn't matter whether or not they're an asshole. You know? I mean, I'm more concerned with how someone treats their dog than what color they are, who they like to have sex with. Because you treat your dog like shit, you're an asshole.
I know. You carry that yourself to the car, you lying bitch.
Kevin, you're not muted. No. Should I mute him? Yeah, I think racism is just stupid all around. That's my controversial topic for the day. Sorry, probably just made everybody in my chat yawn. I'm sorry. It's a sleepy day today. Of course, I'm pretty much always tired, but hey, Rhonda, we have an event coming up in a few days on Murder Dragons. Oh, and I finally got into the Grimshire area. Yay! I think I'm on Grimshire 5. I'm not sure. 5 or 6. Oh, I'm in the Cloud area now. Cloudland or something like that. I'm like, wow, this looks familiar. Yep, we're all human. It's all part of the human race. Except for Kevin, he's an alien. Yep. Black, white, brown, red, yellow. The cornucopia of different skin tones, and they all work together to make the human race. I didn't really deal too much with it when I lived up north. I came down here and it was like getting slammed in the face. I'm like, what the hell? But, you come down to the south and there's a whole different world down here. Rhonda, pick a topic.
Help. Help me, please help me.
No, I was not going to sing that song. I know better. I know better. Yeah. Yeah, and it sucks for people that have had to deal with it, you know? I mean, I've had to deal with the religious prejudice, but I haven't had to deal with racism, really. I mean, I did have a kid in my school that did. We had one black kid in my school. His name was Jeffrey. But he used to play the race card, too. He used to try and get people in trouble. And people picked on him for whatever reason, because when he first started in school, he was, like, really scrawny and really short. And people used to pick on him for that, and he would go to the principal or vice principal or whatever and tell everybody they called him the N-word. And kids were getting suspended for it when they didn't do it. So I told him, I said, stop playing the race card, just bulk up over the summer, start lifting weights. I mean, the people that adopted him had the apple orchard in town, so there was plenty of physical labor he could do to bulk up the muscles. I said, just eat right, bulk up the muscles. You will go through a growth spurt, and then they will leave you alone. And sure enough, he grew like 1.5 feet over the summer and bulked up. Nobody picked on him after that. I used to tease him that it sucked that it wasn't fair that he was able to have a better tan than me. And it wasn't a racist joke. It was just to get him to laugh, and he did. He thought it was because I'm pale. I mean, I don't tan at all. I burn. So he'd actually walk up to me and goes, all right, we're going to compare tans, and, put his arm up next to mine. Unfortunately, he ended up getting addicted to crack. I don't know whatever happened to him after that, but I did see him a couple of years after high school, and he was real bad into crack. So it's kind of sad. Very sad. But in school, he was all right. Just people, the idiots in my school didn't know how to deal with having one black kid in the school. I'm like, he's just a person, just like everybody else. What the hell? So, yeah. I mean, everybody has something that somebody can target, to pick on them about. So what I don't get is people that have pride in either their nationality or their skin color or whatever. It's like, you were born white. There's no reason to be proud of being white. It's not like you did something to accomplish it. Be proud of the things you accomplish, not the things that you're just born into, I've never understood that. I mean, John had me tattoo Celtic pride on his back arms, and I argued with him for 3 days before doing that because I'm like, why are you proud of it? Celtic descent is Celtic descent. It's not like you had a choice in who you were born into. Yeah, and we're carrots. People pick on redheads. They call them all kinds of things. Yeah. So, I mean, I get made fun of for my hair, my freckles, my weight, being adopted, and all kinds of shit. I just learned that if you hit people really hard, they leave you alone for a while. But fighting's not always the answer. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gets you in more trouble, but as long as you win, it's satisfying. I hate it when you put a cigarette out and it doesn't go out all the way and then it just sits there and smokes. I hate that. Like, stop smoking without me. He used to be called tomato. I got called lobster a lot, especially during the summer because I would burn so bad. A couple of my neighbors used to be like, "Oh, here comes Lobster Girl," and I'm like, "Thanks." Thanks for making me feel self-conscious. Appreciate that. Don't touch me; it hurts. The sun and I are not friends, which is why I like rainy days better. I won't say cloudy days because I have gotten sunburns on cloudy days because the UV rays that burn you come right through the clouds. But rainy days, when the clouds are really thick, then those are good days for me. My neighbor's out there yelling at something, probably his dog. His older Chihuahua, the one that had the puppies that he's still got one of, his older Chihuahua, Fifi. I still get a kick out of that name. She was looking a little fat the other day. I was like, Donnie, please tell me Fifi's just getting fat. It was like, because every time he turned around, he's like, she's not having any more puppies. And a month later, she'd be pregnant again. So he's like, no, she's just old and fat. She's not having no more babies. I'm like, okay, just checking. So, yeah, he's got the two now, Fifi and Snowball. Snowball came up on my porch with him the other day, started barking at me. I was like, back yourself up, little dog. You're on my porch barking at me. You better check yourself. And the dog shut up and ran back off the porch. It was funny. Yeah, his Chihuahua. The Roddy's outside. I just heard him barking. Definite difference between the Roddy and the Chihuahuas. Bless you. My dog is sneezing. Oh. La la la. It is not a lively chat today. Oh, my neighbor just left. Going with Chihuahuas. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, that was fun. I had fun with the witch talk because I like it when people ask questions and they're curious instead of just be like, "Oh, you worship the devil." No, I don't. Thank you. Appreciate that. I try. Sometimes it lags, like now. My story. I don't really have a story. You'd have to be much specific. Ask a question, I'll answer it. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I will have no problem answering a question. If I have a problem with answering a question, I'll just say I'm not answering that question. So, but usually you can pretty much ask me anything and I'll answer it. Are you back, Kevin? Maybe not. Told y'all it would be 20 minutes. Well, I got a staph infection on the bottom of my foot, and I had to have surgeries. I had to have 2 different surgeries on the bottom of my foot, and that was healing up. And I had one of those little Velcro boot things on my foot to try and protect the bandage when I had to go to the doctor's because I have a dirt driveway. So we put one of those boot things on, and my foot rolled off the side of the boot twice. And it turns out that I dislocated and fractured my ankle. And because I had the injury on the bottom of my foot, it was kind of pointless to do anything with the x-rays or whatever to see what was wrong with my ankle. By the time I got it x-rayed and everything, there was an infection in the bone, in my shin bone. So I did ask if we could bombard it with like IV antibiotics, and the surgeon told me I had about a 5% chance. They would have to do reconstructive surgery on my ankle, pretty much rebuild it, and that I would always be in constant pain with it, and that I only had a 5% chance of getting rid of the infection, that my best option was the amputation. So I went with that. So I finally got my foot healed up and I lost it anyway. That pissed me off. But yeah, it's still hard. I mean, it's been over a year, and I wake up sometimes and I forget that I'm missing part of my leg until I move or I sit up and I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Yeah. It's been a really long adjustment to my mom. When she comes over, she keeps putting things where I can't reach it. And I'm like, Mom, don't put that against the back of the counter. I can't reach it there. Yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, I forgot. So having to try and arrange things so that I can reach things and get to things is not easy. And making it like I had to put a leash on my back door, the storm door that's outside, because there's, for some reason, the catch, the door handle thing is missing on my back door, which I hadn't been up there in 2 years, so I didn't know that. And when the kennel got put up and I was finally able to put the dog out, there was no way for me to hold on to the door. But there are eye hooks on it. So I hooked Cindy's leash to the bottom eye hook so that I can hold on to that so that the door flies open. I can close it again. Yeah, you have to come up with ways to adapt. And so I did. Which is really good because the other day it was really windy and the door flew open and there's no way I would have been able to get that door closed. So yeah, I just pulled on the leash and it closed right back up. Yeah, you have to make adjustments and adapt. Humans are amazingly adaptable, so I've been doing all right. It's a slow process, but I'm getting there. Sometimes I have to sit down and rework things in my head to how can I get this done with as little pain as possible, because I also have degenerative disc disease in my back, and I have tendonitis. My tendonitis flared up in both my arms, and I have my right knee, which I still have my right foot. My right knee is messed up, so everything. Simi, stop it! You're so nosy. Get your nose out of the window. Everything I do has to be weighed against whether I'm gonna have to, whether I'll hurt myself doing it. Yeah, I can't put a dog door in. I have to let her out. The kennel isn't right against the house. It's against the bottom of the stairs. So when the door opens up, it keeps her from going over one side, and the other side is blocked. So I have to use the door as kind of a block thing, although she probably won't jump off the side of the steps anyway, but just to make sure. Yeah, I can't do a dog door, and she probably wouldn't go through it anyway. She's never been the kind of dog that will push doors open with her face. She doesn't like to push on anything with her face. So she probably wouldn't push through the dog door anyway. I have 2 cats. Yep. Yeah, I have 2 cats. And they do not go outside. But I can cook for myself now. I can't use my oven because it's just awkward sitting in the wheelchair to try and bend over like that. I'll end up burning myself. I know I won't, but everything I do has to be weighed against how much pain it's gonna cost. Because I pulled a muscle in my back when my neighbor handed me the Chewy's box with the Chewy.com box with the dog food in it. He was standing too far away from me, so I had to overreach, and I had to be like, "Don't take a step closer. I'm gonna fall out of the wheelchair." And I did pull a muscle in my back, and I could barely move. And I have to be able to get off my bed, to get to the bathroom and to put the dog out and to make food. Yeah, I live by myself. So if I injure myself too badly, I won't be able to function at all. So I have to be careful what I do and how I do it. And so I have to walk through it in my head before I do something and figure out the easiest way for me to do it. Yeah, my mom comes once a week and helps clean, and she brings me groceries and things. So, but I see my son once a month when he shows up to get my disability card to go get my rent. And my neighbors help out. It was a neighbor that put up the kennel, and my other two, well, all three of them go to the store for me if I need it. So I do have a little bit of help, but not live in. Nobody lives here with me, except the dog and the two cats. So, yeah, it's been a huge adjustment, and I do have a prosthetic, but I have bad knees because I have arthritis in my knees. So I can stand up straight, which is a novelty, and take like one or two steps side to side. But I can't actually walk with the prosthetic because my knees will give out. It hurts. Yeah, they don't argue with me. Well, the cats argue with me, but the dog doesn't. She pouts sometimes, and sometimes she stares at me like I owe her money. But yeah, I am too. I'm glad I have some help. I'm not having my mom do as much as she was. Since she got COVID, she's still having a hard time breathing. She gets tired out and shaky and breathing hard. And my oldest daughter that lives with her gets annoyed. She'll be like, stop breathing so heavy. Well, she can't help it. If you can't get air into your system, then yeah, you breathe heavy, you know. So my oldest has no patience with my mother's recovery. But I make her sit down all the time. I'm like, okay, you've been on your feet for 10 minutes, sit down. So, but my mom will come over for a couple hours once a week. And we've gotten the kitchen almost done. We still have under the counters to do. Like there are 5 cabinet doors. One is just a half door though. And there's a bunch of pots and pans under there that they haven't been touched in years. And where the dresser is that's in there that I'll be using as like a counter, that has to be cleaned off. So I can put my crock pot and my rice cooker on there. But other than that, we've gotten everything pretty much cleaned up. So well, thank you. I am what I am. I mean, I have no reason to fake anything. I mean, half of the shit people think I make up, and there's no way my imagination is that good. I couldn't make some of the shit up that's happened if I tried. But yeah. Thank you, TJ. I mean, it is what it is. Shit just happens. I'm always saying the fates play craps with my life, you know? Like right now, I just found out that I have a $210 water bill. So I texted the landlord this morning. He still has not even read the message. I don't know what he's doing today, but he's got to come over and check for leaks under the house. I live in South Carolina. Because there's no way that I use $200 in water. There's no way. We didn't use that much with 4 people and a toddler here. You know, so I mean, we at one point had 4 adults. My godson Talon, who was under the age, he was under 6. Plus, we had 3 dogs, 3 cats, and we still didn't use that much water. Not even close. Not even a third of that. You know. So there's definitely a problem somewhere along the lines, whether it's the pipes under the house, because there's no water in my house, like flooding my house. So it's not a leak in the house. So it has to be under it or on the line on the way to the meter or the meter itself. So I got to have my landlord check that. As soon as he gets back to me, and we can arrange for a time for him to come out. But yeah. Well, there's no leak in the house, so my house isn't going to get flooded. I already had that happen when the toilet overflowed, and I couldn't reach the water, the little knob to turn the water off. I had to roll really quickly out to my front door and yell for one of my neighbors who came over and turn the water off to the toilet, But yeah, that flooded. The bathroom had like 2 inches of water in it. It came out into the bedroom that the bathroom is off of, and into, partway into my kitchen. But this has to be under the house or in the ground on the way to the meter, or the meter itself could be faulty, could have broke. So I don't hear water running, so I have no idea. But yeah, that sucks. Flooding definitely sucks. I mean, they charged me $75 for the sewage on my water bill last month, and I thought that was really high. I'm like, what? But my toilet was running constantly, so I don't know. And the toilet's not running constantly anymore. And even when it was running constantly and I had the flood, I still didn't have a $200 water bill. But now I have a $200 water bill, so you get to dog sit, yay! So I don't know. But the landlord will come and check, and if there's nothing wrong, then the water company will have to come check their side. You know? But if there's a leak under the house, I don't want it to cause havoc with the foundation either. So, yeah. Well, I lived in the country for a while, and we still had a water bill because there's no, unless you have a well specifically put in here, there's no well water. There's different water companies. Right now, I have City Water, which is under a water boil advisory because they poisoned our water. So today we're supposed to boil water or use bottled water. But there's a couple other different water companies. It depends on which part of the county you live in as to where you pay your bill. So I have city water right now because I'm in city limits. I grew up with well water. So yeah, the water bills kind of threw me when I first moved here too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they were doing water testing, I guess. They were testing the water and they accidentally dumped the testing chemicals into the water supply. So, yep, boil your water. I'm like, no, even boiling water is not going to get rid of chemicals. I'll just give the animals bottled water for the day. And it's supposed to be okay by tonight or tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll just run the water for 5 minutes or so, even though my bill is huge. I'll let the water run so it clears the pipes, and then we'll be good. Welcome to South Carolina, where we test the water and poison it at the same time. Yep. I mean, I don't drink the water. The water here is nasty. Yeah, TG lives in the UK. She's in Wales. She's Welsh. We still call her the Brit Brat, though. And if she gets too bratty, I call her toilet water. Yeah, South Carolina is a whole different world. I'm from Massachusetts, so it was definite culture shock when I moved here. Nice. I lived in North Carolina for about 3 months, 2.5, 3 months. Well, Donna, take a break. That's what we're here for. And there are lots of long, awkward pauses and silences in my chats because you guys aren't saying anything. Yeah, Victoria should actually be on now. I don't know if it's on her channel or on Adam's channel, but I thought she was doing something at 5. Let's see. I thought she was anyway, maybe not. Doesn't look like he's live right now either. Huh. Maybe it's tomorrow or something. I don't know. Let's see. However, at 7 o'clock, her and Robin are doing Good News. So that's on tonight. 7 o'clock. So in a couple hours. Oh, they pushed it to 5:30. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's always something on. YouTube is huge. You can always find something going on. I like the chats too. Thank you, TG. TG put the link to Adam and Victoria's auction thing today. Yeah, there's always something to learn about something, whether it's a person or an item or just general information. And Miranda put in the Good News link. There you go. And so did TG. Y'all are link crazy. Kevin changes his name all the time. Hey, Debbie. His actual channel name is Never Ending Saga. So he puts Sagalicious or Sugar Tits or, yeah, it's Kevin. Yeah. The community during lockdown was a lifesaver. Let me tell you, especially Robin. Robin and Lori, they did the Insomniac show all the time in the middle of the night and had everybody just dying laughing. So it was definitely a lifesaver for a lot of people. TG, nobody's going to say that out loud. Stop it. And I thought you were on a diet. It shouldn't be that big anymore. Yep, Good News is on tonight. So, I mean, I don't go to a lot of the auctions because I don't have money and it makes me sad because there's so many things that I want that I know I don't need, but I don't have money and I get sad. But there's some I can't help going to and some I'm bored. So I pop in. But I like going to live shows and chats and stuff. Unless it gets too detailed on the reseller community, because I'm not a reseller. So when things get too technical with reseller talk, I'm kind of out, but it's helpful for a lot of people. So did they find that laundry guy dead in Florida? The one that killed his girlfriend? I don't know. I missed the fireside chat last night. I actually fell asleep and I missed it and I meant to go to it. Well, I don't know. They, according to the top stories on Google from 2 days ago, 1 day ago, and 2 days ago, said what happens if he isn't found over a month since he went missing. And her stepdad says that he's hiding, not missing. His parents took part in the search Wednesday with the FBI and police, so no, I don't think he's been found. Although apparently while they were looking for him, they found partial human remains. That's always nice. But yeah, he's the only person of interest in her death. What, Rhonda? Oh. I go by the name Kodi. It's a nickname. My name's Kodi. It's actually a legal alias because I get mail to Kodi Fontaine. My last name's Fontaine. So. You have no clue what we're talking about. There was a couple that was doing YouTube and Instagram and Facebook videos. They were traveling around the country, like van life type of thing. And she ended up being found strangled, and he's the only person of interest because they were traveling together. There's a whole bunch of weird stories that go along with that, like their actions. And at one point, it was witnessed him being physically abusive, and somebody that witnessed it called the cops, and she didn't want him getting arrested. It's weird. But she ended up being found dead, and he was the only person of interest, and he took her vehicle back home or something. And now he apparently disappeared on September 11th. So, yeah. I had no clue about it either until I listened to Lisa's Copper State Treasures fireside chat when she was talking about it. Ooh, the park they were searching is an hour and a half from you. So, yeah, the consensus is that he killed her. I don't know. I really haven't delved into the story all that much. Hi, Rhonda.
It's like typing. Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, I didn't know too much. I mean, I listened to Lisa's chat. She was on there with Danny May in our fireside chat, and they just had part 2 of it talking about the case. But
people know them. Is that why? Just because
I missed it. Well, they were doing like a video blog, like a blog type of thing, with traveling around the country, living in the van, like a van life type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden she ended up dead. So, you know, they caught everybody's interest with their videos. And I mean, it's kind of stupid of him to have killed her when they're doing videos together and, you know, getting a lot of followers and everything. It's like, oh, look, we're getting popular. Let me kill you. So it's not obvious. So I don't know, but it did not sound like it was all that a healthy relationship from all the stories that have been posted and whatnot.
Fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
So I don't know. And now he's disappeared. So, but yeah, I'm. If I had to make a guess, I would say he's hiding because of all the press and all that. You know, because the reporters and news channels and everything have been hounding him and his family, and so he probably took off. He's hiding.
What does this look like to you?
Looks like a feather duster, actually.
Looks like a cocksock.
That cocksock. Only you, Rhonda.
That's the theory.
You think he's dead, Debbie? It's possible.
No, it's got 2 holes. They won't fit.
No.
things you get in the mail.
Committed suicide. It's always possible. I mean, anything is possible.
Let's see how much noise I can make.
Well, I mean, like she was telling the cop when the cops were going to arrest them for domestic violence. She told the cops that she was on her own and in the van, and she didn't want to be by herself, and da da da. And then, like a little while later, he flew back home and left her in a totally strange state where she didn't know anybody, but she was fine with that for a week or so. So the two things are contradictory. Either you're afraid to be by yourself or you don't care, but it's just weird. So. I don't know, there's a lot of controversy over the whole who did what and why this happened and da 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 and yeah. But I imagine he would have to go into protective custody if he went into jail because there's no way that boy would last long in prison. Somebody would take him out. Hi, Bonnie.
I'm opening and packing boxes every day. Snacks.
See, I knew Kevin would be gone for a while.
Get all my mystery boxes out tomorrow. It's been too long, but it's been such a complicated process. Mystery boxes are not easy. If anybody thinks they are, you're wrong.
Yeah, I don't have any records, so I actually have a record player. It doesn't have a cord to it, but it's one of those little ones that come in the little colored cases or whatever. The roommates, the toxic twins, left it here, so I'm sure it doesn't work, or they would have kept it and sold it. But I got to get that out the trash. I'm like, nope, it's all tore up. The packaging and stuff is all tore up, so I'm not keeping it. But
hi, Bonnie.
I don't own any records. I have no need for records. I have a laptop and I have some CDs. So
I have a computer that you can go on the internet and
mm-hmm.
find what song you want.
Yep. Yep. I've never been big into collecting records. I had one record once that I wanted to hold on to, and that was an autographed album from the Cars. All of the band members signed it, and someone in school stole it because I was stupid and brought it to school to show it off, and they stole it. So that was the last record that I bought. Well, that was the last record I owned. I got jaded after that. I was like, nope, records suck. So I have some CDs. Actually, most of my CDs were John's CDs that I inherited. So, well, if you like buying records, you should check out Tom Cruise's and West Side Gary's auctions because Tom Cruise sells records. He's got a crap ton of records. Is anybody else selling records right now, or is it just Tom?
Record Crate.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki has records.
Record Crate. Record Crate has record stores, so he definitely has records. Oh, Nikki has records too?
Yeah.
Nikki has everything.
Or comes across records, but they usually end up being classical, really old music, or all country.
Yeah. No. Oh, she bought some from Nikki. There you go. And T usually has some. T as in auctions for you, or T as in Tania?
She wrote the other name.
Yeah. I haven't really gone to their auctions too much. They stopped being fun, and
No comment.
no, I don't want to disturb people in the chats because they don't like that, so I don't really go in there. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Simmy, really? I'm gonna take your collar off. What the hell? Constantly making noise. You need to stop that. Yeah, actions. But- yeah, so we have a new event coming up, Rhonda, on Merge Dragons.
Yes. Every Friday. Except the summer when they decide to do that stupid camp and chill shit.
Yeah. The Healing Crystals event.
I'm just happy they're not doing Mick and Morty anymore. That was the dumbest shit ever.
Yep. I finally got enough of those bushes built up that I was able to get that castle that generates all the eggs. So I was able to boost my dragons up to, I think I'm at 840 dragon power now. I know that's minuscule compared to you that have been playing for a year, but it was huge for me.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So another couple of hundred and I'll be able to upgrade my portal. Oh, ephemera. Yeah, I'm not big into ephemera either. Hey, T. Speaking of T. Different T. Hi, T.
Tania.
What is it you do for Victoria? Victoria, you can do T, Tania. T has fun auctions.
When I can stay up that late, absolutely.
Craziness, Tania. Craziness as usual. Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie, but paper crafting is different than ephemera. Ephemera is like postcards and old papers and things like that. Which, I mean, is a lot of people really like them. A lot of people collect that stuff, old photos and old pictures and or old letters and all that kind of stuff. Maps. A lot of people like old maps. See, for me, that's just stuff you would stick in a drawer and nobody would ever see it anyway. So I don't really have much call towards that. There's no pull towards ephemera for me. Now, bears, on the other hand, I love bears. Bears, wizards, dragons, witches, all animals, actually. I love all animals. Lady Death. Hi, Brad. It's not an auction until someone pees themselves. Oh, my God. Oh, good God. Don't give Brad hearts. You'll encourage him, and he'll just be unbearable to live with. Although I haven't had to send Brad to the corner lately, so that's good. Okay, Donna. Have an awesome day. Yeah, Victoria and Adam are doing their auction in about a minute on Adam's channel.
He's live already.
Oh, is he already live? Okay. Tomorrow with Mr. Jim. See, I can't go to that. I'll cry. If I don't have money to bid at something with the stone auctions, I can't watch it.
We have a blast.
I know they're fun, but I get sad. So I try to avoid my triggers. You know what I mean? Although I will go to the Halloween one because it's a Halloween one. I will go to that. Damn, someone is loud on my street. Bye, go. He's out there going, bye, 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 bye. Go, just go. Shut up and go away. The hell? And it's probably someone down from the redneck end of the street because they tend to argue and fight all the way up the damn street. Their domestic disputes travel. They're annoying. Yep. Now my neighbor Donnie is yelling at Snowball because apparently Snowball just tried to chase the guy in the street yelling bye. Good for Snowball. Yeah, and I don't have to keep saying I don't have the money for it and crying over stuff because it makes me feel like people think I want people to buy it for me if I say I don't have the money for it, and that's not why. I'm just letting the people that are selling it know that I love it, I appreciate what they're showing, but I can't afford it, so I don't say things in order to get people to buy things for me.
Hey, Brad.
Although yesterday's argument over the shirt was, well, it wasn't really an argument. Everybody volunteering to buy me a $5 shirt was awesome. That shirt is very cute, too.
I wish I could. I wish I could. I love that. I wish I could. Oops, I say that out loud. I did, didn't I? Motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, I do say that I like something. Like the shirt yesterday, all I said was it was cute. And, yeah, I will wear it on one of my lives as soon as I get it. Yeah, they do. But I don't want people to think that I'm begging for things because I've been accused of that too, and I'm not. But like I said, the shirt was cute, it would actually fit me, but I'm broke. So I'm letting her know that it's something I'm interested in. I just don't have the money. So, and all of a sudden everybody was like, oh, well, bill me and send it to Kodi. And I was like, there were like, what, 4 or 5 people. And then Donna was just like, just send me the bill for it. So it's very sweet. And I can't wait to get that shirt. Although, you got to admit that her Guns and Hoses shirt won the day. That was funny. But yeah, I can't wait to get that shirt. It's so cute. Well, that's like people, I've been accused of telling people everything going wrong in my life because I want sympathy, and that's not why. People ask me, what's going on, and I tell them I'm not saying it to get sympathy, I'm just telling you what's happening. I try and say it in as humorous way as possible because I don't want other people to get all sad and depressed. It's bad enough I have to deal with that aspect of it, but yeah, I mean, I just share information. I'm not trying to gain sympathy or any of that. John used to tell me I was too honest. I'm like, how the hell can you be too honest? But I am how I am, and I'm not changing. So fuck it if people don't like it. But I do get sad when something calls to me, especially with stones. If something calls to me and I can't get it, I get very sad, and I don't need any more sadness. So. It's not to say I don't appreciate things that are sent to me. I am so appreciative and grateful for people that send me presents or help me out with things that I need. Because if it wasn't for people that help me out, I'd be fucked. So I am extremely grateful for my YouTube angels. You guys rock. You know who you are. I know, Debbie. I know. And I do really, really appreciate it. And I hope at some point to be able to be the one that's helping and not the one that needs help. You know what I mean? Yeah, TG, you just need to take that angel icon off your screen. Just take it out of your purview completely because it doesn't apply to you. Not you. You are in no way angelic, girl. Has it been an hour since Kevin was gone yet?
Probably.
Because I said, yep, see you in an hour, Kevin. He's like, no, I just got a few things to bring in.
I forgot he's live.
Probably. Kevin. Yeah. Well, I used to be that person. I used to help out everybody I could. If they needed food, I'd, go grocery shopping with them or bring them over food. If they needed a ride somewhere, I'd give them a ride. If they needed a place to stay, I'd give them a place to stay. And it's a serious, kick to the pride to have to need the help now.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah. But like I said, hopefully I'll be able to pay it forward someday. And
I cannot believe somebody sent me jewelry in a regular envelope.
are you serious?
So lucky it got here.
Wow. Mm. You think I should mute Kevin?
It is bent to shit. Oh my god.
Aw. Rhonda, should I mute Kevin just in case they say stuff that we might overhear?
I will. Oh my god. This thing is fucking worthless now. Oh well, I'll keep it. I will text Lori.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to mute them just in case. Because they did get loud a little bit at one point, and I don't want private conversations being overheard. Now he can't pick on Larry anymore for being on live and not coming back.
Yeah. Cute.
Oh, a little cardinal. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
My mom loves cardinals.
Bent. They're bent.
Aw.
I just was able to bend them back a little. I mean, it was bent.
Yeah.
Back is bent. But
Yeah, Debbie, we don't want any witnesses. That is really pretty though.
it is. I just had to.
Yeah, my grandmother's favorite bird were chickadees, and my mom's favorite birds were cardinals.
Where the hell do I put it? Isn't it rock or jewelry? Okay.
I know you need to shorten some of those chains behind you, and that way you can put another row underneath them.
I have to redo the whole thing. I'm actually thinking about changing my position of the computer and everything.
Yeah. I was in my living room trying to figure out how I was going to set up my tables to be able to use the natural light that comes in, because I get the sunlight in the afternoon through the front windows, and the sunlight is very helpful when you're metal stamping and taking pictures. So I was trying to figure out how to arrange tables and whatnot in the living room to optimize natural lighting and all that and still have space to maneuver around. And I'm like, wow, my background, ooh, pretty. My background is going to be like a view of my kitchen if I keep the table the way it is right now. That's really pretty.
I love it.
Aw, Bonnie, that's sweet. So, because at some point my kitchen table will be out there, my craft table. I have my son's computer desk that I told him I was going to be using, and then my aunt has a 6-foot folding table that I'll have out there. So that is a big fat owl.
He's super cute.
He is cute.
A little crazy.
Yeah, a little bit. Looks like he was on a 3-day long drinking binge or something.
Something. Love this.
Oh, yeah, 2 owls. Look, it's you and Liam.
Mm-hmm. Super
He's
cute.
cute.
More. Oh, I remember this. Oh, John. Mr. Picky got this one. Well, Picky and Nikki. John and Nikki.
Ooh, that's sparkly.
It's so cute. It's little.
Yeah,
Love it.
it's wee little owls.
So cute. And then clearly an owl delivery this time around. Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
Is it backwards? It's backwards.
Backwards. So it looks good from behind, too. Ooh, glittery. It's sparkly. Nice.
He's cute. And this was a gift from Rebecca.
Debbie is frustrated. Yes,
Oh, it's a pendant too. It's a pendant and a, oh, what do you call it? No. Wait. Huh?
What?
I'm so confused. Why is it like that? It has 2 veils.
Hold on.
One here, and there's one there.
Huh. Maybe depending on how you want it to hang.
See?
Yeah. Interesting.
Right?
Well, maybe you can use it like on a scarf or something. It's kind of a small bail in the back for a scarf, but
Yeah, tiny.
yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Wow, Debbie, that would drive me crazy too. Call the periodontist and tell them to hurry up.
It's different. I don't know why they would do that though, because if you took the necklace off the top veil, then you would still have the veil there though. So
Yeah.
it would look like it's missing something.
Yeah, that's weird.
Different. Unless maybe something used to hang on it. No, this doesn't make sense either. I don't know. I love it. It'll go on my wall.
Well, Debbie, I hope they hurry up and get the report to your dentist so you can get that moving. Because coming from somebody who needs new teeth, I can empathize with that completely. Yeah. In the day and age, they should be able to send a file pretty quickly. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it sucks. You shouldn't have to wait for that.
I'm probably going to shut this down in about 15 minutes. It'll put me at the 4-hour mark. If Kevin isn't back yet, I'll just bump him out.
They probably went for a walk or
Yeah.
decided to start making dinner. Gloria hasn't even read my text.
Yeah, they're busy. Well, thank you, Kathy. Well, I'm here, and I'm in other chats. Just, if you have questions, just ask. I'm pretty much an open book. Be careful of the questions you ask, though, because sometimes you'll get answers that you weren't expecting, and that can be scary. You may end up knowing a whole lot more about me than you ever wanted to. Yeah, Debbie, always, with stuff like that, always go with something you're comfortable with. I mean, I went to the only dentist in town. I mean, years ago, I went to the only dentist in town that would accept Medicaid because that's all I had at the time. And he was a damn butcher, and he was such an asshole. And I was not happy at all with the treatment that I received there. So, go with where you're comfortable. Especially when someone's going to be climbing around in your mouth, with a sharp object. Yeah, everybody needs to tell TG to be good because she's bratty. Yeah, if you're paying cash, especially go where you're comfortable because you're not going to want to pay cash for a crappy service.
Paying cash. Damn.
Yeah, it's a lot.
My aunt and uncle offered to pay for implants for me. But I have to quit smoking for a whole year before they'll do it.
Mm.
And I know I should just hear that and automatically quit, but it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not as easy as some would think.
That's why I put up with the lectures from my neighbor, but it does get annoying when every time I ask him if he can run up and get me cigarettes, he's like, "Oh, I'll just call the funeral home and have them send the hearse out to wait for you. Or I'll see you tomorrow because you'll smoke through that whole carton in a day." I'm like, "No, I don't. Carton lasts me 7 days." It didn't this week. This week, actually, I was a day short. But that's because I had 3 or 4 nights where I didn't sleep at all. So it's, instead of
Carton used to only last me 5 days. So I have nothing to say. I can't.
I mean, I've smoked a pack and a half to 2 packs of cigarettes for the past 20 years, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, his roommate smokes like 5 packs of cigarettes a day, and he smokes Marlboros. I don't know how the hell he affords it, but...
Since when? Oh, excuse me. Since when what, Brett?
Yeah,
Brad?
since when...
I said Brett.
Well, that's because Brad is a brat. He is a brat.
Oh, shit. Second time today. I almost forgot about my son.
Okay.
I was literally in the green room with Robin. I was calling Nikki because I wanted her to come into the green room so we could help her with something on YouTube. And I looked at the time and I said, "Holy fuck! I gotta get my son. I gotta go." Ran out. I was freaking 10 minutes late picking him up.
Aw.
I don't know where my head was. And I just did the same. I just looked at the clock and like, but I still got a couple minutes.
She's not, Brad. She fibs all the time. Scarlett's always fibbing and saying she's a good girl and an angel and innocent. She lies. And when she does that, we call her toilet water.
She's the furthest thing from innocent.
Yeah. Yeah, when I get off of here, I gotta go out and feed the dog, make myself something to eat, put the dog outside. Well, the dog goes out first, and then she gets his food, and then she goes back in the room, and I make myself something to eat, and it's a process. And after I eat nice warm food, I'll probably crash because I go in a food coma because I haven't eaten since yesterday. So as soon as I get food in my system, I'm like, "Yep, good night." And I'll sleep for an hour or two, and then I'm up all fucking night. But such is my life. It's how it works. So I'm used to it at this point. I am very excited to get my hat from Robin, though. I can't wait. Star Wars hat. Woo-hoo. All kinds of excited.
Kevin. It was nice chatting with you.
Right? It will be here. My hat will be here on Saturday. Yeah! Woohoo! As long as, the post office doesn't delay it or mislay it or, whatever. But it should be here Saturday. I'm all excited. Domino's needs to stop harassing me. I can't afford you. Go away. They send me emails. We miss you. Yeah, I miss you too. But, unless you're going to give me pizza.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Unless they're going to send me free food, there's nothing I can do about that. That's cool, Debbie. I've had that happen too. I left my phone in a Walmart bathroom. It was when I had my flip phone, and I had that little clip. And because my pants are stretch pants, I had also already lost one phone. It fell in the toilet. So after that, I always took the phone off the case and put it on the toilet paper dispenser thing. And I accidentally left it in there. And I went back an hour later and somebody had turned it in. So that was very cool. It's nice when there's nice things that happen, Yeah, Little Debbie Christmas tree ice cream. I don't know if I'll be able to try that. So somebody will have to tell me if it's good.
Yeah, no. I like the Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Yep, me too.
I'm not feeling it.
I currently have one container of Haagen-Dazs creme de lache or whatever, however it's pronounced, ice cream in my freezer that my mom got me.
I have Ben & Jerry's peanut butter cookie dough, whatever it is. And I bought it probably 6 months ago.
Yeah, I don't think that's good anymore.
Still haven't opened it.
That thing's
I
probably
have to, be fiending for ice cream to have it. I'm not a big ice cream person.
Well, my room is usually so cool that if I eat ice cream, I'm going to freeze to death. So, and at night when the room, when it heats up, then I don't want to get up and go all the way out there just for the ice cream.
Are you getting off?
What?
Not that kind of off. Are you getting ready to get off?
Yeah, in about 8 minutes.
Okay.
Whenever I have to get in the wheelchair, I like to have multiple things that I do when I go out there because I can't make a lot of trips. So, I'm going to
have to say goodbye to everybody then because I have to go eat Liam.
Okay. Well, thank you for popping up on the panel.
Anytime. See y'all later. Hopefully, I have good news.
Yep.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, Rhonda. Yeah, whenever I have to get in the wheelchair, because it is a process, one, to get in the wheelchair, and two, when I get out there, the trip has to be worth it. It can't just be for one thing. So, because I can only make a couple of trips a day. 3 if my knee is in good shape that day. But usually it's only 2. So I do everything I need to do out there, and then I come back in here. Debbie. Oh, I'm off right now. Hey, Anna. You got here just before I'm closing it down. We got about 6 minutes and I'm shutting it down. But hi. So. How are you today, Anna? Yeah, and don't forget, Larry is doing an interview tomorrow with It's About to Get Real with Kim at 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on his channel. So that should be interesting. 7 p.m. Eastern, Debbie. So it's in about an hour. Yeah. Kim is always fun. There you go. TG put the link in for you. Yeah, nope. In an hour. Right now, Victoria is doing an auction with Adam on Adam's channel. It got dark in my room suddenly. The sun is coming from the front of the house and not coming through my window anymore, so now it got all dark in my room, which I don't mind, but I'm going to have to get up and a little bit. So, turn the light on. I'm going to have to give the cats more food when I come back in the room. To refill the bag that I get their food out of. Yeah. Well, it won't be as fun. She already sold the Guns and Hoses shirt. Have a good one, Debbie. We'll see you later. Yeah. Yeah. Cajun Roots is also on right now, too. He's got his hump day auction going with Nancy and Debbie Nancy and Debbie and Max and Ella, Sapia First. And that's been going on for a couple hours now. 3 hours. 4 hours. It's Wednesday at 2 p.m. So yeah, he's been on for 4 hours. And Lydia is on live right now too. Arito Jewels by Lydia. She has some awesome deals and some really nice jewelry pieces and things. I bought from Lydia before, and all her stuff is fantastic. But TG with your little unicorn puff. See ya. But I hope everybody has a really good evening and the rest of your week goes well. And, try and behave as well as possible. Be good to each other. And if you get into trouble, I didn't do it. I wasn't there, and I'm not a witness. So, and I'm going to bump Kevin out because I don't think he's coming back. So, yeah. So I had to look for a minute because I almost banned him, and I didn't mean to ban him. So I just kicked him from the studio so he wouldn't be stuck in StreamYard's back room by himself. Yeah, you behave, Brad. Pot meat kettle. Behave, Scarlet. Right? But thank you, everyone, for coming and chit-chatting with me and hanging out with me. And to the people that came up on my panel, thank you. Appreciate that. I hate doing these by myself. And everybody has a very safe week. And we will see you. I will be live again on Saturday. If not, I might end up doing a pop-up in the middle of the night. You never know if I get bored. Do my Dark 30 chat with Kodi type of thing. You never know. Just never know what's going to happen on my channel. So I'll see you all later. Have a good one. Appreciate you. Be good to each other. Bye.